Imagine walking into a room and knowing with quiet confidence that people are drawn to you, not for what you say, but for the way you carry yourself. Your presence alone creates an atmosphere of warmth and interest. You speak, and people lean in, their attention naturally captured. This magnetic quality is something we often call charisma, and while it may seem like an unteachable gift, what if I told you it's something anyone can develop? In today's world, where relationships and connections hold more power than ever, charisma is a game changer. It's the subtle force that transforms ordinary interactions into meaningful connections. But charisma isn't limited to natural-born charmers. It's an art, a set of skills that can be learned, practiced, and perfected. And that's exactly what the power of Aura is here to show you. That charisma is within your reach, waiting to be discovered and cultivated. You might wonder, what is charisma really? Is it just about being likable or extroverted? Does it mean you have to be the loudest person in the room or the one cracking the most jokes? Actually, charisma is far more profound. It's a blend of traits, behaviors, and attitudes that create a magnetic presence, a presence that makes others feel seen, heard, and understood. It's about connecting on a level that goes beyond words, sparking trust, respect, and even admiration. Throughout this journey, we'll explore the psychology and social science behind charisma, uncovering what makes certain individuals captivating and memorable. We'll look at the different types of charisma, from visionary to compassionate, so you can identify your own strengths and bring out your natural magnetism. Whether you're in the boardroom, at a dinner party, or just meeting new people, developing charisma can transform the way others respond to you and the way you see yourself. But this book goes beyond theory. Each chapter is filled with actionable strategies, real-life examples, and exercises that make charisma practical and achievable. We'll dive into foundational skills like effective communication, body language, and emotional intelligence. You'll learn how to project confidence, how to make others feel valued, and how to adapt your charisma in different settings. By the time you finish, you'll not only have a deeper understanding of charisma, but also the tools to cultivate a presence that resonates. Charisma is more than a collection of tricks. It's a journey of self-discovery. It's about bringing out the best parts of who you already are and amplifying them to create meaningful connections. This is not about becoming someone you're not. It's about becoming the most authentic, compelling version of yourself. So, are you ready to unlock the power of your own charisma? To discover the art of aura that will not only transform how others see you, but how you see yourself. Charisma, it's that indefinable quality, the magnetism that seems to make some people stand out effortlessly. You've likely encountered someone who embodies this spark, someone who, without saying a word, draws attention and interest the moment they enter a room. People lean in when they speak, laugh at their jokes, and seem genuinely captivated by their presence. But what exactly is charisma? Is it some mysterious force only a lucky few possess? Or is it a skill that can be understood, practiced, and even mastered? At its core, charisma is a unique blend of traits and behaviors that make others feel drawn to you. It's often described as a magnetic charm, a combination of warmth and confidence that creates a lasting impact. Yet charisma is more than simply being charming or friendly. It's about making others feel valued, seen, and heard, while projecting an inner confidence that inspires trust. Charisma doesn't demand attention. It commands it through subtlety, authenticity, and a kind of personal magnetism that makes people want to listen, learn, and follow. Many people mistakenly believe charisma is an inborn trait, a natural gift that only a select few are blessed with. They see charismatic leaders, speakers, and influencers, and assume that charisma is something you either have or you don't. However, recent research in psychology and social sciences tells a different story. Charisma is largely a learned skill, one that can be developed and enhanced through understanding, self-awareness, and practice. While some individuals may have a natural inclination toward charismatic behavior, most of us can cultivate our own form of charisma with the right mindset and tools. To truly understand charisma, it's helpful to look at the psychological elements that contribute to its power. One of the key factors is emotional contagion, the tendency for people to unconsciously mimic the emotions of those around them. Charismatic individuals often radiate positive energy, and this energy spreads, lifting the mood of the people they interact with. It creates a feedback loop. As the charismatic person's positivity influences others, they respond with positive energy of their own, reinforcing the charismatic person's influence. Another important factor is social proof, a psychological phenomenon where people look to others for cues on how to behave in social settings. Charismatic individuals often become natural focal points, with others unconsciously taking their lead. In group settings, people gravitate toward those who exude confidence and positivity, and these individuals set the tone, guiding interactions and shaping group dynamics. This social proof bolsters the charisma of the individual, making them seem even more influential within the group. The halo effect is another psychological factor at play. This cognitive bias leads us to attribute positive qualities to individuals based on one favorable impression. For example, if someone makes a strong, positive first impression, we're more likely to see them as competent, trustworthy, and likable, even if we know little about them. Charismatic individuals excel at making strong first impressions, and this initial perception often colors how we view them in other aspects, enhancing their appeal and influence. It's important to note that charisma isn't one size fits all. Research identifies several distinct types of charisma, each with its unique characteristics and effects on others. By understanding these different types, you can begin to recognize your own strengths and areas where you can develop your charisma in a way that feels authentic. One of the most well-known types of charisma is visionary charisma. This type is often associated with inspirational leaders, innovators, and change-makers. Visionary charismatic individuals have a compelling ability to communicate a future vision that others can't yet see. They paint a vivid picture of possibility, filling their followers with hope, excitement, and motivation. Visionaries are driven by a powerful sense of purpose and are often highly skilled at translating complex ideas into clear, inspiring messages. Their enthusiasm for their vision is contagious, drawing others in and creating a shared sense of mission. Focus charisma is another type, characterized by an intense, unwavering presence. People with focus charisma excel at one-on-one interactions, where they make others feel truly seen and heard. Their gift lies in their ability to give someone their full attention, creating a sense of importance and value. They demonstrate exceptional listening skills and have a talent for making conversation partners feel like the most significant person in the room. This type of charisma is often quiet and introspective, yet it creates a powerful connection that leaves a lasting impression. Kindness charisma is rooted in warmth, empathy, and a genuine concern for others. Individuals with this type of charisma make people feel comfortable, cared for, and safe in their presence. They have a soothing effect, often bringing a sense of calm to situations that might otherwise feel tense. Kindness charismatic individuals are approachable and compassionate, showing a sincere interest in others' well-being. Their empathy and attentiveness foster trust, making others feel valued and understood. Lastly, there is authority charisma, which is grounded in perceived competence, confidence, and status. Authority charismatic individuals exude a sense of command, often associated with respected experts, successful business leaders, or individuals in positions of power. This type of charisma is characterized by a commanding presence, decisiveness, and the ability to project certainty and expertise. Authority charismatic individuals inspire confidence because they radiate a sense of competence and control, making others feel secure in following their lead. While these types of charisma can be studied and identified separately, it's common for charismatic individuals to display a combination of traits, adapting their approach based on the situation and the people they're interacting with. For example, a leader may draw on visionary charisma to inspire their team, then switch to focus charisma during a one-on-one conversation with a colleague in need of guidance. This flexibility is part of what makes charisma so powerful. It's a dynamic quality that can adapt to different contexts. Despite our growing understanding of charisma as a learnable skill, several misconceptions persist, often discouraging people from developing their own charismatic presence. One common myth is that charisma is solely the domain of extroverts or outgoing personalities. While extroversion can certainly play a role, introverts can be equally charismatic in their own ways, often excelling in focus charisma or in more intimate, one-on-one interactions. Another misconception is that charisma is about being universally liked. While charismatic people are often well-liked, true charisma is more about influence and impact than mere popularity. In fact, some of history's most charismatic figures have been controversial or even divisive, yet they inspired strong emotions and loyalty among their followers. Charisma isn't about pleasing everyone, it's about connecting powerfully with those who resonate with your message and presence. Some believe that charisma is a manipulative tool, a way to influence others by putting on a false front. While charisma can be misused, authentic charisma is rooted in genuine connection and honest communication. The most effective and sustainable charisma comes from a place of authenticity, not pretense. It's about amplifying your true self, not pretending to be someone you're not. Others mistakenly think that charisma is only important for leaders or public figures. In reality, charisma can enhance all kinds of interactions, from personal relationships to everyday professional encounters. Whether you're building connections at work, nurturing friendships, or simply trying to make a positive impression, charisma can be an invaluable skill for enriching your social life. The final misconception is that charisma is a fixed trait, that you either have it or you don't. While some individuals may have a natural inclination towards certain charismatic behaviors, the skills and traits that contribute to charisma can be learned and refined over time. Like any skill, developing charisma requires practice, self-reflection, and a willingness to step outside your comfort zone. Understanding the true nature of charisma, its psychological underpinnings, and the various types that exist is the first step toward developing your own charismatic presence. By recognizing charisma as a multifaceted, learnable skill, you open yourself up to the possibility of growth and improvement in this area. In the chapters that follow, we'll delve deeper into the specific components of charisma, explore practical strategies for cultivating these qualities in yourself, and provide exercises to help you enhance your personal magnetism. Charisma is not about becoming someone you're not. It's about uncovering and amplifying the most compelling aspects of your authentic self. It's about learning to connect more deeply with others, to communicate your ideas more effectively, and to inspire and influence those around you in positive ways. Are you ready to step into your own charisma? Self-awareness is the cornerstone of charisma. It's the lens through which you perceive yourself, and ultimately, how you perceive others and the world around you. To develop true charisma, you must first know yourself, your strengths, your weaknesses, the qualities that set you apart, and those that may hold you back. Self-awareness means not only understanding your own emotions, but also recognizing how your actions and words impact those around you. It's about developing an inner mirror, one that helps you see yourself with clarity and objectivity, free from the distortions of ego and self-doubt. Building self-awareness starts with a commitment to honest reflection. Each day brings countless interactions, emotions, and reactions, most of which go unnoticed in the rush of everyday life. Taking a few moments to reflect on your day can be a powerful exercise. Ask yourself questions like, how did I feel today? What moments brought me joy, frustration, or inspiration? This isn't about dwelling on negative emotions, but understanding them, seeing them as signals rather than as things to suppress or ignore. Reflection allows you to start recognizing patterns. Perhaps you notice that certain situations trigger self-doubt, or that you feel more at ease in some social settings than others. This knowledge becomes the foundation upon which you can build more authentic and charismatic interactions. Feedback from others can be equally valuable, though it often requires courage to seek it out. People close to you, friends, family members, colleagues, can offer insights into how you're perceived, insights that might be invisible from your own vantage point. Asking for feedback doesn't mean that you must accept every word as truth. Rather, it gives you a more complete picture of yourself. Honest feedback helps uncover blind spots, those behaviors or habits that may be impacting your charisma in ways you hadn't realized. When seeking feedback, consider asking open questions like, how do you feel when we have conversations? Or, is there anything you think I could improve in my communication? These kinds of questions encourage deeper responses and offer opportunities for genuine growth. Emotional intelligence is deeply intertwined with self-awareness. It's one thing to know how you feel, but it's another to understand why you feel that way and how those feelings influence your interactions. Emotional intelligence involves recognizing your own emotional responses, interpreting them accurately, and managing them effectively. Think about a time when you were angry or frustrated in a conversation. Did you respond immediately, or did you take a moment to process your emotions? Charismatic individuals are often skilled at regulating their emotions, choosing responses over reactions. They're able to take a breath, consider their words, and communicate in a way that strengthens rather than weakens the interaction. Self-awareness and emotional intelligence go hand in hand in developing empathy, the ability to understand and share in the emotions of others. Charismatic people are often described as having a special quality that makes others feel truly seen and understood, and empathy is the source of that power. To cultivate empathy, start by paying closer attention to others' expressions, tone, and body language. Sometimes the words people use don't fully convey what they're feeling, but their gestures or facial expressions reveal the underlying emotion. When someone shares a problem or concern, resist the urge to immediately respond with solutions or to relate it back to your own experiences. Instead, focus on understanding their perspective. Say things like, "That sounds challenging," or "I can see why you'd feel that way." This simple act of validation builds a connection, showing them that you're fully engaged and present in the conversation. Body language is another crucial aspect of charisma, one that often communicates more powerfully than words. People naturally pick up on non-verbal cues, even if they're not consciously aware of it. Think about how you sit, stand, or move during a conversation. Are you open and relaxed, or do you tend to cross your arms, slouch, or look away frequently? Small adjustments in your posture can have a significant impact on how others perceive you. An open stance, direct eye contact, and a genuine smile are simple yet effective ways to project warmth and confidence. When you're fully engaged in a conversation, leaning slightly toward the speaker or mirroring their expressions can create a subconscious sense of connection. But be cautious not to overdo it. The goal is to be genuine, not performative. People can usually sense when body language feels forced, and it may come off as insincere. Your voice is another tool that, when used intentionally, can enhance your charisma. The tone, pace, and volume of your speech can significantly impact how your message is received. Charismatic individuals often speak from a place of calm assurance, their voices steady and deliberate. Breathing deeply from the diaphragm rather than the chest helps to ground your voice, giving it a richer, more resonant quality. Varying your tone and pace adds depth and texture to your speech, keeping listeners engaged and emphasizing key points. Avoid rushing through your words or filling pauses with and These habits can detract from your message and make you seem unsure. Instead, embrace pauses as a tool for emphasis, giving your audience a moment to absorb what you've said and anticipate what's next. Presence, the quality that makes some people seem to naturally command a room, is often thought of as the essence of charisma. Presence is about being fully engaged in the current moment, mentally and physically. When you're present, people sense that you're not distracted or looking for an exit. You're fully there, with a kind of quiet focus that creates a ripple effect. Charismatic individuals tend to be good at silencing their inner chatter and staying centered, which allows them to respond more thoughtfully and genuinely in conversation. Practicing mindfulness can be a powerful way to develop presence. Simple breathing exercises, or even setting aside a few moments each day to focus on the present, can help you cultivate this skill. Presence is not about doing more. It's about letting go of distractions and showing up fully for those around you. Another often overlooked element of presence is the ability to embrace silence. Many people feel compelled to fill every pause, worried that silence may create discomfort. However, charismatic people understand the power of a well-placed pause. Silence can create space for reflection, allowing others to absorb what you've said and giving them a chance to respond more thoughtfully. In conversations, don't rush to fill every moment with words. Embrace pauses as an invitation for others to engage more deeply. This creates a rhythm that is not only natural, but also gives you an opportunity to observe, listen, and connect more fully. Authenticity is perhaps the most essential element in developing charisma. People are naturally drawn to those who are genuine, who are unapologetically themselves. Authenticity means expressing yourself honestly, without pretending to be someone you're not, or adopting a persona for the sake of likability. Authentic charisma doesn't come from flashy words or exaggerated gestures. It comes from embracing your strengths and imperfections alike. This doesn't mean sharing every thought or emotion that comes to mind, but rather aligning your words and actions with your true values and intentions. When people sense that you're genuine, they're more likely to trust you, respect you, and feel connected to you. Confidence, closely tied to authenticity, is a key ingredient of charisma. True confidence isn't about arrogance or thinking you're better than others. It's about being comfortable with who you are and knowing your worth. Confidence can be developed gradually by setting small, achievable goals and celebrating your progress. Each time you push yourself slightly beyond your comfort zone, you build a stronger sense of self-assurance, and when challenges arise, confidence allows you to respond with resilience rather than fear. People are drawn to confidence because it signals competence and stability, traits that naturally inspire trust. Developing these elements, self-awareness, emotional intelligence, body language, vocal presence, presence itself, authenticity, and confidence, is not a one-time effort. It's a continuous journey of self-discovery, one that deepens with practice and intention. These foundational skills don't just create charisma, they transform your interactions, making each exchange more meaningful and impactful. As you build these qualities, you'll find that charisma is less about putting on a show and more about peeling back layers, revealing the best parts of yourself. Over time, these skills will become second nature, and the effects will ripple outward, subtly but powerfully shaping the way others see and respond to you. Active listening is often seen as a simple skill, but in reality, it's one of the most powerful tools in a charismatic communicator's arsenal. Charismatic people have an innate ability to make others feel heard, valued, and understood. When they listen fully, not just to the words, but to the emotions, pauses, and body language behind those words. Unlike passive listening, where we merely hear what someone is saying, active listening demands complete engagement. It's about setting aside your internal dialogue, silencing the urge to respond immediately, and focusing entirely on the other person. The foundation of active listening is presence, the ability to be fully in the moment with the person speaking. Often, we're only partially present in conversations. We might be nodding along, but our minds are already crafting a response or wandering to our own concerns. Charismatic individuals, however, have trained themselves to give their full attention to others. By being genuinely present, they send a powerful signal. I am here with you. I am interested in what you're saying. This level of attention is rare, and it creates a bond that makes the other person feel truly seen and appreciated. To start practicing active listening, pay attention to your body language. Simple adjustments, like making eye contact, nodding occasionally, and leaning slightly toward the speaker, can convey your interest and attentiveness. Charismatic communicators use body language to show that they are engaged, mirroring the other person's energy subtly and without exaggeration. Mirroring, reflecting someone's expressions, gestures, or tone, can foster a sense of connection. But it must be done naturally. Forced or exaggerated mirroring can come across as insincere. When done authentically, these small gestures reinforce your connection and show that you're fully attuned to the conversation. Listening actively also means acknowledging and validating the other person's feelings and experiences. This goes beyond mere words. It's about understanding their perspective and responding with empathy. Instead of jumping in with solutions or stories of your own, respond with phrases that validate their experience, like, "That sounds challenging," or "I can see why you'd feel that way." These simple statements affirm their emotions without turning the spotlight back on yourself. When people feel validated, they're more likely to open up and share deeply, which strengthens the connection. A key component of active listening is the art of paraphrasing, restating the speaker's message in your own words. Paraphrasing shows that you're not only listening, but also understanding. For instance, if someone is explaining a frustrating situation at work, you might respond with, "So you're feeling overwhelmed by the changes happening, and it seems like it's been challenging to keep up." Paraphrasing reflects the core of what they've said and gives them a chance to confirm or clarify their feelings. It's a small gesture, but it makes a profound difference in the quality of the interaction. Another vital aspect of active listening is asking open-ended questions that encourage the speaker to expand on their thoughts and feelings. Questions like, "How did that make you feel?" or "What was that experience like for you?" invite the other person to explore their emotions and share their perspectives more fully. Open-ended questions are the gateway to deeper conversations, and they demonstrate genuine curiosity and interest in the other person's experience. They signal that you're not just waiting for your turn to speak, but are invested in understanding the speaker's world. Empathy is a skill that goes hand in hand with active listening. It's the ability to put yourself in someone else's shoes and see the world from their perspective. When someone shares something personal or emotional, try to imagine how you would feel in their situation. This doesn't mean you have to agree with them, but understanding their point of view allows you to respond with compassion and sensitivity. Empathy is the foundation of all meaningful connections, and charismatic individuals often possess an uncanny ability to empathize with others, creating a strong emotional bond. Listening is also about noticing what's left unsaid. Sometimes people's true feelings aren't fully expressed in words. They may hesitate, pause, or use certain expressions that reveal more than what's on the surface. Charismatic individuals pay attention to these subtleties: the shift in tone, the slight break in voice, the body language that contradicts the words. Recognizing these non-verbal cues allows you to ask gentle questions or make statements that encourage the speaker to share more openly. This level of perceptiveness shows them that you're not just listening to what they say, but also understanding the full context of their emotions. A common obstacle to active listening is the urge to interrupt or share our own experiences. Often, we hear something familiar in someone else's story and immediately want to jump in with a similar experience of our own. While this response is natural, it can unintentionally shift the focus back onto us, diminishing the other person's experience. Charismatic communicators resist this impulse. Instead, they let the other person have their moment, knowing there will be time later to share their own perspectives. By keeping the focus on the speaker, they allow a deeper level of connection to form. One powerful technique charismatic people use in conversation is to pause before responding. This short moment of silence serves multiple purposes. It shows that you're truly considering what was said, gives you a chance to process the information, and allows the other person to add anything they may have left out. Pausing also prevents knee-jerk reactions, helping you respond thoughtfully and genuinely. Silence, when used purposefully, can be a powerful conversational tool that encourages openness and reflection. Charismatic listeners also know the value of following up on past conversations. If someone told you about a project they were working on or a personal goal they had set, bring it up the next time you see them. Ask how things are going or inquire about any recent developments. Following up shows that you not only listened, but remembered and cared. This kind of attentiveness strengthens relationships and fosters a sense of continuity in your interactions, making the other person feel valued and respected. The ultimate goal of active listening is to create a space where people feel comfortable being open, vulnerable, and authentic. When someone feels genuinely listened to, they're more likely to let down their guard and share their true thoughts and feelings. This is where the magic of charisma happens, when people feel deeply connected to you because you've given them the rare gift of undivided attention. In a world where everyone is eager to be heard, those who are willing to listen stand out, making a lasting impression on others. Active listening is a practice that requires patience, intention, and a willingness to put others first. It's about letting go of the need to dominate the conversation and instead focusing on understanding, appreciating, and connecting with the person in front of you. With practice, active listening can transform not only your relationships, but also the way people respond to you, opening doors to deeper connections and more meaningful conversations. Listening, when done with genuine interest and empathy, is more than just a communication skill. It's an act of respect. By giving someone your full attention, you're telling them that their thoughts and feelings matter, that their words are worth your time. This level of respect fosters trust, and trust is the bedrock of all charismatic interactions. The more people trust you, the more they are drawn to you, and the stronger your influence becomes. Active listening isn't just about hearing words. It's about creating a relationship built on mutual respect, understanding, and genuine connection. Expressing empathy is at the heart of charismatic communication. It's the ability to step outside of ourselves and truly understand another person's emotions, to connect with their experiences and make them feel supported and valued. Charismatic individuals are often perceived as empathetic because they naturally tune into others, sensing unspoken emotions, validating their feelings, and offering understanding without judgment. Empathy is what deepens our connections, transforming simple interactions into meaningful exchanges that leave people feeling seen and respected. The journey to authentic empathy begins with a mindset of curiosity and openness. When we enter a conversation with the genuine desire to understand someone else's perspective, empathy flows more naturally. This means letting go of preconceptions and assumptions and approaching each person as though they have something unique to offer. Charismatic people do this instinctively, but it's a skill anyone can develop. Instead of assuming you know how someone feels, ask questions and listen intently to their answers. A simple question like, "What was that experience like for you?" opens the door for deeper understanding and encourages the other person to share openly. To build empathy, it's crucial to practice active listening without judgment. When someone expresses a feeling or perspective that differs from your own, it can be tempting to jump to conclusions or evaluate their experience through your own lens. Charismatic individuals, however, recognize that empathy is about acknowledging another person's reality, even if it doesn't align with their own views. Listening without judgment means setting aside your own beliefs, opinions, and emotional responses, so you can fully understand and appreciate where the other person is coming from. Empathy also requires us to acknowledge and validate others' feelings. When people share their emotions, they're often seeking understanding more than solutions. Responding with statements like, "That sounds really challenging," or "I can imagine why you'd feel that way," shows that you're not only listening, but also valuing their experience. Validation doesn't necessarily mean you agree with everything they say. It simply means you're recognizing the legitimacy of their feelings. Charismatic people excel at making others feel validated, creating a space where people feel safe and respected. At the same time, empathy isn't about losing yourself in someone else's experience. Charismatic individuals balance empathy with a sense of self-awareness, maintaining their own boundaries while connecting deeply with others. This skill allows them to support and connect with people without becoming overwhelmed or overly influenced by their emotions. Practicing empathy with boundaries means acknowledging someone's feelings without feeling the need to fix their problems or take on their emotional burdens. By remaining centered in your own sense of self, you can offer understanding without sacrificing your own well-being. Empathy is also about tuning into non-verbal cues. Often, people's emotions are conveyed more powerfully through body language, facial expressions, and tone of voice than through their words. Charismatic individuals have a heightened sensitivity to these cues, picking up on subtle shifts that reveal someone's true feelings. When talking with someone, pay attention to changes in their posture, facial expressions, or tone. If you notice signs of discomfort, sadness, or excitement, acknowledge it gently. For instance, you might say, "You seem a little down. Do you want to talk about it?" Or, "I can see this means a lot to you." Recognizing nonverbal cues and responding with empathy deepens the connection and shows that you're attuned to their emotions. Empathy also involves a deep understanding of cultural and personal differences. We all come from different backgrounds and have unique experiences that shape the way we see the world. Charismatic individuals are skilled at recognizing these differences and showing empathy in a way that respects each person's identity. Practicing empathy across cultural lines requires curiosity and openness to learning about others' values, traditions, and beliefs. It means not only acknowledging but celebrating diversity, making people feel valued for who they are. When you encounter someone from a different background, take the opportunity to ask questions and listen with an open heart. Show them that you appreciate and respect their experiences, and they will likely feel a stronger connection with you. Empathy isn't just about feeling for others, it's about feeling with them. Perspective taking is a powerful empathy skill that allows us to see situations from someone else's viewpoint. This doesn't mean assuming we know exactly what they're going through, but rather trying to imagine how their experiences might feel if we were in their shoes. Perspective taking can be as simple as asking yourself, how would I feel if I were in their position? Charismatic people practice this skill frequently, and it enables them to relate deeply to others' emotions. Even in situations where we have no personal experience to draw from, we can use perspective taking to connect with universal feelings like fear, joy, or sadness. Empathetic communication is another essential part of charisma. When we respond to someone with empathy, it changes the entire tone of the conversation. Imagine a friend sharing a recent disappointment. Instead of responding with, "That's too bad, here's what you should do," a charismatic response might be, "I'm so sorry to hear that. That sounds frustrating." Empathetic communication prioritizes understanding over advice giving. It's about creating a supportive space where the other person feels safe to share without fear of judgment or unsolicited solutions. Often, empathetic communication is what people need most, a sense of connection, not correction. One powerful way to communicate empathy is through storytelling. Charismatic people often share personal anecdotes to relate to others' experiences, but they do so with care and timing. For example, if someone is going through a tough time, a charismatic individual might share a story from their own life that mirrors the struggle, offering reassurance and solidarity without overshadowing the other person's experience. By sharing a similar experience, you can show that you understand on a personal level, building rapport and showing that you're not just listening, but truly relating. Empathy can sometimes be tested in challenging interactions, especially with people whose values or beliefs differ from ours. In these situations, charismatic people use empathy to find common ground. Instead of focusing on differences, they seek out shared values or goals. Even in difficult conversations, empathy can act as a bridge, allowing us to connect on a human level, even if we disagree on specific points. Practicing empathy in challenging interactions means reminding yourself that every person has their own struggles, dreams, and fears, and looking for ways to relate to those universal experiences. As you practice empathy, it's important to remember that empathy isn't about people-pleasing or bending over backward to make others feel good. Charismatic empathy is authentic and comes from a place of self-respect. It's about giving others space to express themselves without compromising your own boundaries or values. Charismatic individuals balance empathy with self-assurance, making them both compassionate and grounded. This balance creates a feeling of safety for others, as they know they can open up without feeling like they're burdening the listener. Self-compassion is also essential in building empathy for others. When we can be gentle with ourselves, we're more likely to extend that gentleness to others. Practicing self-compassion means forgiving yourself for mistakes, embracing your imperfections, and recognizing your own struggles as part of the human experience. Charismatic people know that they're not perfect, and this self-acceptance allows them to approach others with a kind and open heart. Self-compassion is the foundation of genuine empathy because it reminds us that we're all human, all facing our own battles. Empathy isn't just a skill, it's a mindset. It's a way of viewing the world that prioritizes understanding, connection, and respect. Charismatic individuals make empathy a habit, weaving it into their daily interactions, so it becomes a natural part of their communication style. They understand that empathy isn't always about grand gestures. Often, it's the small, everyday acts of kindness, like a genuine smile, a listening ear, or a few words of encouragement. These moments build trust and connection, creating a positive impact that ripples outward. Empathy also plays a crucial role in conflict resolution. When disagreements arise, empathy allows charismatic people to approach the situation with understanding rather than defensiveness. Instead of trying to win an argument, they seek to understand the other person's perspective, asking questions and validating feelings. This empathetic approach diffuses tension, opening the door to constructive dialogue and mutual understanding. In moments of conflict, empathy transforms potential confrontation into an opportunity for growth and reconciliation. Developing empathy requires practice and patience. It's about being present, listening fully, and responding with understanding. By incorporating empathy into your interactions, you create a positive, uplifting environment that draws people in and makes them feel valued. Empathy is what gives charisma its warmth, turning it from mere magnetism into a genuine connection that resonates with others. In a world where everyone is seeking to be understood, those who practice empathy stand out, building bonds that last and making a difference in the lives of everyone they meet. Building a charismatic presence starts with understanding the power of body language. Communication is much more than the words we use. In fact, our non-verbal signals, our posture, gestures, eye contact, and facial expressions often speak louder than our words. Charismatic individuals have an intuitive grasp of this, using body language to convey confidence, warmth, and openness. By mastering body language, you can make others feel comfortable, valued, and engaged in any interaction. The foundation of charismatic body language is posture. Charismatic people hold themselves in a way that exudes confidence and self-assurance. They stand or sit tall, with shoulders back and head held high, signaling openness and readiness to connect. Slouching, crossing arms, or looking downward can convey insecurity, defensiveness, or disinterest, often closing off communication before it even begins. Practicing good posture isn't just about looking confident, it also has a psychological effect. Standing or sitting in an open, upright posture can actually make you feel more confident and assertive. Adopting this posture consistently will help you project charisma naturally. Eye contact is another powerful element of body language that enhances connection. When charismatic people speak or listen, they make steady eye contact, which demonstrates presence and attentiveness. Eye contact establishes trust and shows that you're fully engaged in the moment. Avoiding eye contact or looking away frequently can create a sense of disconnection or disinterest. However, making eye contact doesn't mean staring unblinkingly. It's about finding a natural balance that feels comfortable for both you and the person you're interacting with. In group settings, charismatic individuals make a point to share their eye contact with everyone present, making each person feel included and acknowledged. Facial expressions are key to projecting warmth and approachability. Charismatic individuals often have an expressive face, using smiles, nods, and slight changes in expression to show understanding, agreement, and interest. A genuine smile can disarm tension, encourage openness, and make people feel at ease. People are naturally drawn to those who express positive emotions, so allowing your face to reflect genuine warmth and friendliness will enhance your charismatic appeal. Mirroring or subtly matching the other person's expressions can also create a sense of rapport. For example, if someone smiles while speaking, returning a warm smile in response reinforces the connection and shows empathy. Another element of body language that charismatic people often master is gestures. Hand movements, when used purposefully, can emphasize key points and add energy to your communication. Charismatic people use open-handed gestures, which create a sense of transparency and openness. Gestures help make your communication more dynamic, keeping the listener engaged. When talking, try using gestures that align with what you're saying, like moving your hands to emphasize a particularly important point, or using them to illustrate a concept. Just be careful not to overuse gestures, as too much movement can be distracting. Purposeful, controlled gestures that match the tone of your message are most effective. Mirroring is a subtle yet powerful technique, often used by charismatic individuals to create a feeling of connection. This involves matching the other person's body language, posture, or tone of voice to a slight degree. When done naturally, mirroring helps the other person feel more comfortable and understood, as it signals a form of alignment between you. For instance, if the person you're speaking with leans forward slightly, you might do the same to signal engagement. If they're speaking in a calm, measured tone, you could mirror that to create a sense of harmony. Mirroring, however, should be subtle and natural, as exaggerated or forced mirroring can feel insincere and awkward. The concept of personal space also plays a role in body language. Charismatic people are sensitive to the physical space in an interaction, respecting boundaries and adjusting based on the context and comfort level of others. In close conversations, they're mindful not to invade personal space, which can make people feel uncomfortable or even threatened. By maintaining an appropriate distance, they create a sense of safety and respect, which encourages openness. In professional settings, maintaining a bit more personal space is usually appropriate, while in personal settings, a closer proximity can communicate warmth and familiarity. Paying attention to these subtle cues enhances your charisma by showing that you're attuned to others' comfort. Non-verbal feedback is another essential component of charismatic body language. Charismatic people are excellent at showing they're listening and engaged through their expressions and gestures. They nod when they agree, lean in slightly to show interest, and respond with expressions that match the tone of the conversation. Non-verbal feedback keeps the conversation flowing smoothly, showing the other person that their words are being received with full attention. This subtle engagement builds trust and rapport, making others feel valued and heard. Small gestures, like a nod or a smile, can make a big difference in how connected someone feels during the interaction. When it comes to body language, stillness can sometimes be more powerful than movement. Charismatic individuals know when to stay still and hold their posture, using it to convey strength and calm. Too much movement can create a sense of nervous energy, which detracts from a charismatic presence. By practicing stillness, you convey confidence and control. Stillness allows your body language to be more deliberate and purposeful, enhancing the impact of your words. In moments where you want to emphasize a point or convey authority, holding a grounded, calm posture without excessive fidgeting or movement sends a powerful message. Your voice is an extension of your body language and a crucial tool for projecting charisma. The tone, pace, and volume of your speech can greatly influence how your message is received. Charismatic people often speak with a steady, confident tone that conveys authority and assurance. They use variations in pitch and pace to keep the listener engaged, avoiding a monotone delivery that can lose attention. Charismatic speakers also know how to use pauses effectively, giving listeners a moment to process what's been said and adding emphasis to important points. Practicing vocal control, such as breathing from your diaphragm and speaking from your chest, will give your voice a richer, more resonant quality. In addition to tone, the pace of your speech matters. Speaking too quickly can make you seem nervous or overly eager, while speaking too slowly may come across as unengaging. Charismatic individuals are usually able to find a balanced pace that feels natural and keeps the listener's attention. They're also adept at matching their pace to the context of the conversation. In a lively discussion, they may speak a bit faster, while in a serious or emotional conversation, they'll slow down, allowing space for reflection and response. Adjusting your pace to the moment and the listener's energy can enhance your charisma by creating a more harmonious connection. Pauses are an often overlooked but essential part of charismatic communication. Silence, when used intentionally, creates a powerful impact, emphasizing certain points and allowing listeners to reflect on what's been said. Charismatic speakers use pauses to create rhythm in their speech, breaking up information in a way that's easier to absorb. A well-timed pause can build anticipation, highlight an important statement, or give the listener a chance to respond. Practicing the art of pausing allows you to speak with greater intention, making your words resonate more deeply. Finally, authenticity is what ties all aspects of charismatic body language together. People are naturally drawn to those who are genuine, who project a sense of honesty and openness. Charismatic body language isn't about adopting a forced style or mimicking someone else's gestures. It's about aligning your outward expressions with your inner values and personality. Authenticity is the foundation of charisma because it builds trust, making people feel that they're seeing the real you. When you're genuine in your expressions, gestures, and tone, your charisma becomes more natural and relatable. Charismatic individuals embrace their unique style, allowing their personality to shine through their body language. Developing charismatic body language is a gradual process, one that requires self-awareness and consistent practice. Start by observing your current body language habits, how you sit, stand, and move in various settings. Pay attention to how people respond to your gestures, tone, and expressions. Are there areas where you can create more openness, warmth, or confidence? Notice small adjustments you can make, like improving your posture, using more eye contact, or speaking with more vocal variety. Over time, these adjustments will become second nature, enhancing your presence in every interaction. In the end, charismatic body language is about communicating from a place of confidence, warmth, and authenticity. It's about using your non-verbal cues to create a positive, engaging atmosphere where others feel comfortable, valued, and eager to connect. As you develop these skills, you'll find that body language not only changes how others perceive you, but also reinforces your own confidence. When your words and actions align, when your gestures and expressions reflect your true intentions, you create a powerful presence that resonates, drawing people in and leaving a lasting impact. Through mindful practice, you can harness the full potential of body language, transforming the way you connect and communicate with the world around you. Mastering vocal presence is a cornerstone of charisma, as it influences how others perceive your confidence, authority, and sincerity. Charismatic individuals are adept at using their voices to capture attention, emphasize key points, and convey warmth and connection. The voice is a powerful tool that goes beyond words, shaping the atmosphere of any conversation and setting the tone for genuine, impactful communication. A strong, charismatic voice begins with control over volume. Charismatic people adjust their volume to suit the setting and the conversation. They're loud enough to be heard clearly, but not so loud that they overpower others. Knowing when to project and when to soften your voice can enhance your message, ensuring that listeners stay engaged and receptive. Practice speaking from your diaphragm. This gives your voice more resonance and makes it sound fuller. Avoid speaking from your throat, which can cause your voice to sound strained or weak. By breathing deeply and projecting from your diaphragm, you'll create a voice that naturally conveys strength and confidence. Tone is another critical aspect of vocal presence. Tone is the emotional color of your voice, and it can reveal more than the words you're saying. Charismatic individuals use tone to convey warmth, excitement, seriousness, or compassion, depending on the situation. A warm tone creates a sense of approachability, making others feel at ease, while a firm tone signals confidence and decisiveness. One way to develop control over your tone is by practicing intentional breathing. Deep, steady breathing allows you to maintain a calm, balanced tone, even in high-stakes conversations. Experiment with varying your tone to suit the message, softening it when expressing empathy and adding enthusiasm when conveying excitement. Pacing is equally important in maintaining an engaging vocal presence. Charismatic speakers don't rush their words. They know that speed can dilute the power of their message. Speaking at a moderate pace allows listeners to absorb each point, while also giving the speaker time to think and control their delivery. Slowing down can create emphasis, while a slightly quicker pace can inject energy into your words. Charismatic individuals are skilled at finding a natural rhythm, pacing their speech to match the mood and intensity of the conversation. Pausing at key moments is an effective way to allow your message to resonate. A pause gives listeners time to process your words, adding weight to what you've just said. Emphasis is a technique that charismatic speakers use to draw attention to key points. Emphasis doesn't always mean speaking louder. It's about using vocal variety to highlight important ideas. For example, lowering your voice slightly can create a sense of intimacy, as though you're sharing something special or confidential. Raising your pitch slightly on certain words can convey excitement or passion. When you emphasize certain phrases or ideas, you guide listeners to focus on what matters most. Try reading a passage aloud and experiment with emphasizing different words. Notice how shifting the emphasis changes the entire tone and meaning of the message. Charismatic speakers are adept at using emphasis subtly, enhancing their message without sounding overly dramatic. A powerful vocal tool in charismatic communication is the pause. Silence, when used deliberately, adds a layer of depth to your words, making them resonate more deeply. Charismatic people know that a well-timed pause can create anticipation, emphasize a point, or give the listener a moment to reflect. Pausing before making an important statement can draw listeners in, building anticipation for what's coming next. Pausing afterward allows the idea to sink in. Think of a pause as a way of giving weight to your message. It signals that what you're saying is worth reflecting on. Practice using pauses intentionally, after asking a question, making a strong point, or when transitioning between ideas. This rhythm gives your speech a compelling flow, making it easier for listeners to follow and engage. Your pitch, the highness or lowness of your voice, also plays a role in vocal charisma. While it's important to speak within your natural range, varying your pitch keeps your voice interesting and expressive. Charismatic speakers often use a slightly lower pitch when they want to convey authority and calmness, while a higher pitch can express enthusiasm or surprise. Experiment with subtle changes in pitch to match the emotions you're conveying. Just be mindful not to exaggerate, as unnatural shifts in pitch can come across as forced or insincere. By allowing your pitch to vary naturally, you add richness and texture to your voice, enhancing its impact. To develop a charismatic vocal presence, practice articulation, the clarity with which you pronounce each word. Mumbled or rushed speech can be difficult to understand and may convey nervousness or lack of confidence. Charismatic individuals articulate their words clearly, making each syllable easy to hear and understand. This doesn't mean speaking slowly or exaggerating your enunciation. Rather, It's about speaking with intention, giving each word the weight it deserves. Articulation also involves avoiding filler words like and like. These fillers can distract listeners and detract from the authority of your message. Practice speaking without fillers by pausing when you need a moment to think, rather than filling the space with unnecessary words. Listening to your own voice can be one of the most effective ways to improve vocal presence. Record yourself reading a passage or delivering a short speech, and then listen back with a critical ear. Pay attention to your tone, pace, volume, and articulation. Notice any areas where you can improve, such as rushing through certain words, dropping your volume at the end of sentences, or using filler words. Self-awareness is key in developing charisma, and listening to your own voice helps you understand how you come across to others. Over time, you'll become more conscious of your vocal habits, allowing you to make adjustments that enhance your presence. Another powerful aspect of vocal presence is expressiveness. Charismatic people allow their emotions to come through in their voices, whether they're expressing empathy, excitement, or seriousness. When you're passionate about what you're saying, let that passion come through naturally. Expressiveness adds authenticity, as listeners can sense when someone genuinely cares about their message. However, expressiveness doesn't mean exaggeration. It's about allowing your voice to reflect your genuine emotions. By being expressive, you create a dynamic experience for your listeners, keeping them engaged and emotionally connected. A balanced tempo is also a hallmark of charismatic speakers. Tempo refers to the overall rhythm of your speech, combining elements of pace, emphasis, and pauses. Charismatic speakers vary their tempo naturally, adjusting to the energy of the conversation or audience. A balanced tempo keeps your speech from becoming monotonous, allowing for moments of excitement, reflection, and emphasis. Practicing with different tempos can help you discover the most effective rhythm for various types of conversations. A faster tempo may be appropriate in a lively discussion, while a slower, more measured tempo can convey thoughtfulness and care. Practicing vocal exercises can enhance your voice's range, flexibility, and control, improving your vocal presence over time. Simple exercises like humming to warm up your vocal cords or practicing scales to explore different pitches can make a noticeable difference. Breathing exercises, such as diaphragmatic breathing, strengthen your ability to control volume and sustain notes without strain. Vocal exercises build muscle memory, helping you maintain control and expressiveness even under pressure. Like any skill, developing a charismatic voice takes time and regular practice, but the rewards are well worth the effort. The power of a charismatic voice lies in its authenticity. A truly charismatic voice isn't just technically polished, it's one that reflects your personality and values. Authenticity is the foundation of charisma, and your voice is one of the most direct ways to convey it. Speak from your experiences, beliefs, and genuine feelings. People are drawn to voices that sound real, and when you're true to yourself, your voice naturally carries more weight and impact. The more aligned your voice is with who you are, the more your charisma will shine through. Vocal presence is a dynamic skill that enriches all types of interactions, from casual conversations to formal presentations. As you refine your voice, you'll find that it not only enhances your charisma, but also strengthens your self-confidence. Each element, volume, tone, pitch, pace, pauses, and authenticity, comes together to create a voice that is impactful, engaging, and memorable. With mindful practice, you can cultivate a vocal presence that commands attention, inspires trust, and leaves a lasting impression, making your interactions more powerful and meaningful. Storytelling is one of the most powerful tools in charismatic communication. People are naturally drawn to stories. They captivate attention, evoke emotions, and make complex ideas easier to grasp. Charismatic individuals harness the art of storytelling to connect deeply with others, sharing their experiences in a way that resonates on a personal level. Stories create a bridge between speaker and listener, turning abstract ideas into relatable experiences and transforming ordinary interactions into memorable connections. The foundation of a great story lies in its structure. Charismatic storytellers intuitively follow a three-part framework: the beginning, middle, and end. This structure provides a natural flow that guides the listener, keeping them engaged from start to finish. In the beginning, a storyteller sets the scene, drawing the listener into a specific moment or experience. The middle is where the action unfolds, often with a conflict or challenge that adds intrigue and interest. Finally, the end offers resolution, leaving the listener with a takeaway or insight. This classic structure makes stories satisfying, giving listeners a sense of journey and closure. Emotion is the core of storytelling. Charismatic storytellers don't just share facts or details, they invite listeners to feel something. Whether it's excitement, empathy, humor, or inspiration, stories that tap into emotions are the ones that resonate most deeply. To bring emotion into your storytelling, focus on the sensory details that make a scene come alive. The sound of rain tapping on a window, the rush of excitement during a first meeting, or the quiet tension before a big decision. These small details make the story more vivid, allowing the listener to feel as though they are right there with you. Relatability is another key component of charismatic storytelling. The best stories don't just highlight the speaker's experiences, they invite the listener to see themselves within the narrative. Charismatic storytellers understand that while every story is unique, the emotions and lessons within it are often universal. When sharing a story, consider how it might connect to the listener's life. Perhaps you're describing a time when you overcame a challenge, learned something important, or experienced a life-changing moment. Frame these stories in a way that reflects the common human experience, and your listeners will find it easier to relate to your words. The pace and rhythm of your storytelling are also crucial. Charismatic storytellers vary their speed, slowing down during key moments to build suspense and speeding up to convey excitement. This dynamic pacing holds the listener's attention and adds an engaging musical quality to the story. Pausing at the right moments allows listeners to process what they've heard, letting emotions or realizations sink in. These pauses create a sense of anticipation, giving your words added weight and impact. Practice finding the natural rhythm in your stories, focusing on how changes in pace can enhance the listener's experience. Authenticity is the foundation of any powerful story. Charismatic individuals share stories that are true to who they are, offering a glimpse into their real experiences and beliefs. Authentic storytelling isn't about embellishing details or creating a perfect image. It's about being genuine. This vulnerability allows others to connect with you on a deeper level, as they see you not just as a speaker, but as a person with relatable struggles, dreams, and victories. When sharing a story, don't worry about presenting yourself in a certain way. Instead, focus on the truth of the experience and the lesson it carries. Authenticity will draw people to you naturally, as they sense that you're sharing a real part of yourself. Humor can be a powerful tool in storytelling when used with care. Charismatic people often use humor to add levity, diffuse tension, or make their stories more memorable. A well-timed laugh can turn a serious moment into something approachable and relatable. Humor doesn't mean telling jokes or aiming for laughs. Often, it's about finding the lighter side of a situation or acknowledging the absurdity of certain moments in life. Humor in storytelling can make you more relatable, showing that you don't take yourself too seriously. When using humor, Keep it light, relevant, and authentic, and avoid humor that could come across as forced or detract from the core message. Personal anecdotes are a core element of charismatic storytelling, as they offer a glimpse into your life, experiences, and insights. Personal stories are often the most engaging because they're unique to you and carry an emotional weight that makes them memorable. Charismatic storytellers use personal anecdotes to illustrate points, adding depth to their messages. They don't shy away from sharing moments of vulnerability, challenges they've faced, or lessons they've learned. These personal touches make stories more relatable and create a sense of trust. When listeners hear you speak from experience, they're more likely to feel a connection and believe in the message you're conveying. Purpose is essential in every story you tell. Charismatic people don't tell stories just for the sake of storytelling. They share experiences that have a clear purpose or takeaway. Before telling a story, think about why you're sharing it. What insight, lesson, or emotion do you hope to leave the listener with? Having a clear purpose ensures that your story remains focused and impactful. It keeps you from drifting into irrelevant details, allowing you to guide the listener toward a specific takeaway. Purposeful storytelling reinforces your charisma, as it shows that you value the listener's time and are offering them something meaningful. The use of metaphors and analogies can also enhance the power of storytelling. Charismatic storytellers often use metaphorical language to make complex ideas more accessible. A well-chosen metaphor allows the listener to visualize an abstract concept in a concrete way, making it easier to understand and remember. For example, instead of saying, "I was overwhelmed," you might say, "It felt like I was trying to swim against a riptide." This image conveys the emotion more vividly, helping the listener connect to your experience. Incorporating metaphors or analogies adds richness to your story, making it more memorable and impactful. Adaptability is a skill that charismatic storytellers use to tailor their stories to their audience. They read the room, gauging the energy and interest level of those they're speaking to, and adjust their stories accordingly. Charismatic individuals might skip certain details, elaborate on others, or even add or remove parts of a story based on how their audience is responding. This adaptability shows a level of awareness and respect for the listener, as it keeps them engaged and ensures that the story resonates. Being able to adapt your storytelling is key to maintaining a strong connection with your audience, whether it's a single person or a large group. Closing with impact is a hallmark of charismatic storytelling. Charismatic people know how to end a story in a way that leaves a lasting impression. Rather than trailing off or ending abruptly, they bring their story to a natural close, often with a reflection or insight that encapsulates the message. A powerful closing leaves listeners with something to ponder, a sense of closure, or even a call to action. By crafting a meaningful ending, you create an echo that lingers in the listener's mind, making the story memorable and its message more potent. Practice ending your stories with intention, focusing on what you want the listener to remember or take away. The practice of storytelling is one that grows with time and experience. Charismatic individuals didn't become great storytellers overnight. They developed their skills through observation, self-awareness, and practice. One effective way to hone your storytelling abilities is to reflect on your own experiences and think about the lessons you've learned. What events shaped your life? What insights did you gain? These reflections will form the basis of your stories, giving you a well of experiences to draw from. With each story you tell, you'll gain a better understanding of your unique storytelling style, refining your ability to connect with others. As you master the art of storytelling, you'll discover that it's not just about entertaining or informing, it's about creating a shared experience. Stories have the power to bring people together, to bridge gaps of understanding, and to create empathy. Through storytelling, charismatic individuals invite others into their world, sharing not only what happened, but how it felt, what it meant, and why it matters. Each story becomes a gift, offering insight, laughter, comfort, or inspiration. Storytelling, when practiced with intention and heart, is more than just a skill. It's a form of connection that transcends words. Charismatic individuals use storytelling to build trust, spark interest, and create lasting memories. As you refine your storytelling abilities, you'll find that each interaction becomes more meaningful, each conversation richer, and each connection deeper. By mastering the art of storytelling, you're not only enhancing your charisma, but also leaving a positive, lasting impact on the people around you. Emotional intelligence, often referred to as EQ, is a cornerstone of charisma. It involves recognizing, understanding, and managing your own emotions, as well as being attuned to the emotions of others. Charismatic individuals excel at navigating emotional landscapes, responding to their own feelings with composure, and reacting to others with empathy and insight. High emotional intelligence enables you to connect on a deeper level, creating a sense of trust and understanding that goes beyond words. Self-awareness is the foundation of emotional intelligence. It's about being in touch with your own emotions, recognizing them as they arise, and understanding their origins and impact. Charismatic individuals are acutely aware of their feelings and how they influence their thoughts and actions. Self-awareness allows you to remain grounded, preventing emotions from taking control and enabling you to respond thoughtfully rather than react impulsively. By regularly reflecting on your emotional state, asking yourself why you feel a certain way or how your emotions are affecting your interactions, you cultivate a deeper understanding of yourself. This awareness makes you more authentic in your connections, as people sense when someone is genuine and self-assured. Self-regulation is the ability to manage your emotions, maintaining control even in challenging situations. Charismatic people don't suppress their emotions, but regulate them, choosing how to express feelings in ways that strengthen rather than strain relationships. For instance, if you're frustrated in a conversation, self-regulation helps you pause, take a breath, and respond calmly rather than lashing out. This composure builds trust, showing others that you can handle difficult emotions gracefully. Practicing mindfulness and breathing techniques can improve self-regulation, allowing you to remain centered even when emotions run high. Over time, this control becomes second nature, making it easier to approach every interaction with a balanced and calm demeanor. Another essential component of emotional intelligence is empathy, the ability to understand and share in the emotions of others. Empathy goes beyond acknowledging someone's feelings. It's about seeing things from their perspective, truly understanding their emotional experience. Charismatic individuals often possess a natural ability to empathize, making others feel valued and understood. Practicing empathy involves active listening, observing body language, and asking thoughtful questions that show genuine interest. Empathy allows you to respond to others with compassion and support, creating a sense of emotional safety. People are naturally drawn to those who empathize with them, as it fosters a connection that feels authentic and meaningful. Social awareness is closely related to empathy, but extends to understanding group dynamics and social cues. Charismatic people are perceptive in social situations, picking up on unspoken feelings, power dynamics, and the mood of the room. This skill allows them to adapt their behavior to fit the context, enhancing their charisma by showing that they're attuned to others' needs and the environment around them. Social awareness helps you navigate complex social interactions, from reading subtle shifts in someone's mood to recognizing when a topic might be sensitive or uncomfortable. by paying attention to the non-verbal cues around you, such as body language, tone, and facial expressions. You develop a more nuanced understanding of the situation, allowing you to respond appropriately. Motivation within emotional intelligence refers to the ability to harness your emotions toward positive goals. Charismatic people often have a strong sense of purpose and are driven by a desire to achieve meaningful outcomes, not just for themselves, but for the people around them. This intrinsic motivation, fueled by personal values rather than external rewards, gives them a sense of focus and enthusiasm that is infectious. People are naturally drawn to those who exude passion and purpose. When you connect your actions to something meaningful, it gives your interactions depth and inspires others to align with your vision. Reflect on what drives you and use this sense of motivation to guide your actions. It brings a sense of purpose that not only enriches your life, but also resonates with those around you. A key aspect of emotional intelligence in charisma is handling conflict with grace and poise. Charismatic individuals know how to manage disagreements without escalating tension. They approach conflict with empathy, aiming to understand the other person's perspective rather than proving a point. Emotional intelligence allows them to diffuse tension and find common ground, showing respect even in moments of disagreement. This approach strengthens relationships, as people feel valued and respected, even when opinions differ. When faced with conflict, practice listening with an open mind, acknowledging the other person's feelings, and focusing on solutions rather than blame. This approach not only builds trust, but also shows that you're emotionally mature and capable of handling challenging situations gracefully. Another component of emotional intelligence is the ability to create a positive atmosphere in your interactions. Charismatic people are often described as uplifting because they bring a positive energy to their relationships. This isn't about ignoring negative emotions or always being cheerful. Rather, it's about knowing how to cultivate positivity when it's needed, using encouragement, humor, and warmth. Emotional intelligence allows you to tune into the emotional needs of others, offering support when someone is down or celebrating their successes. By focusing on the positive aspects of a conversation, you create an environment where people feel comfortable, valued, and energized. Positivity, when authentic, is magnetic. It draws people in and leaves a lasting impression. Resilience is also a part of emotional intelligence that fuels charisma. Charismatic people are often resilient, bouncing back from setbacks with optimism and determination. Resilience isn't about ignoring difficulties. It's about facing them head-on, learning from them, and moving forward with a positive outlook. Resilient individuals inspire others because they show that challenges are opportunities for growth, not reasons to give up. When you demonstrate resilience, it encourages others to persevere in the face of adversity, making you a source of inspiration. Practice viewing challenges as learning experiences and remind yourself that setbacks are temporary. This resilience builds a charisma that's rooted in strength and optimism, making others feel uplifted by your presence. Emotional intelligence also involves emotional expression, the ability to communicate your feelings in an open, honest, and constructive way. Charismatic people are expressive, sharing their emotions in a way that connects rather than isolates. They're not afraid to show vulnerability, as it deepens the connection and makes them more relatable. When expressing your emotions, be clear and direct, using I statements like, "I feel frustrated," or "I'm really excited about this." This form of expression shows authenticity and invites others to open up as well. Avoid suppressing your feelings or presenting a facade. Honest emotional expression builds trust and strengthens your connections, creating a charisma that's rooted in genuine connection. The practice of emotional awareness in real time is a powerful skill that charismatic individuals use to remain present and responsive in their interactions. They check in with themselves periodically, recognizing when certain emotions are starting to build and taking steps to manage them before they affect their communication. For instance, if frustration starts to rise, they might pause, take a deep breath, and refocus. This self-monitoring allows them to stay in control and project a calm, composed presence. Practice checking in with your emotions throughout conversations, especially in moments of stress or conflict. The more aware you are of your internal state, the more effectively you can regulate it, maintaining a positive and engaging presence. Finally, celebrating the emotions of others is a unique form of empathy that enhances charisma. Charismatic individuals don't just recognize emotions, they actively celebrate and support the positive ones. When someone shares good news or expresses excitement, charismatic people respond with genuine enthusiasm, amplifying the positive energy. This form of emotional mirroring creates a sense of shared joy and strengthens the bond between you and the other person. Celebrating others' emotions shows that you're fully invested in their happiness and success, which fosters a deeper, more meaningful connection. Practice celebrating the wins and positive moments of those around you, and you'll find that people naturally gravitate toward your supportive, uplifting presence. Building emotional intelligence is a lifelong journey, and each interaction provides an opportunity to deepen your EQ skills. By cultivating self-awareness, self-regulation, empathy, social awareness, and motivation, you'll find that your charisma becomes more authentic and powerful. Emotional intelligence enriches your relationships, strengthens your ability to connect, and transforms you into a person others feel safe, supported, and inspired around. When you develop emotional intelligence, you're not just enhancing your charisma, you're becoming a better version of yourself. EQ enables you to create positive, lasting impressions that go beyond surface-level charm. It fosters genuine connections, allows you to handle difficult situations with grace, and makes you a source of strength and comfort for those around you. Emotional intelligence is the foundation upon which charisma is built, and as you refine these skills, you'll find that your presence becomes more magnetic, your relationships more meaningful, and your influence more profound. Practicing presence is an essential component of charisma, enabling you to engage fully with the person in front of you and create a powerful connection. Charismatic individuals possess an aura of calm and attentiveness that makes others feel seen and valued. When you're truly present, distractions fall away, and the person you're speaking with senses that your attention is fully focused on them. This presence isn't something you can fake. It requires genuine interest, mental discipline, and the ability to tune into the present moment, free from worries about the past or future. Mindfulness is at the core of developing presence. Charismatic people practice mindfulness to keep their attention grounded in the here and now, making them more engaged listeners and more responsive communicators. Mindfulness isn't about forcing yourself to concentrate, it's about letting go of distractions and centering your awareness on the present moment. To cultivate this, try starting each day with a few minutes of mindfulness meditation, focusing on your breath and observing any thoughts that come up without judgment. This practice trains your mind to stay anchored in the present, so when you're in a conversation, you're better able to give your full attention. One way to practice presence in conversation is by actively observing the other person. Charismatic individuals pay close attention to subtle details, their partner's tone of voice, body language, and facial expressions. This close observation allows them to respond in a way that feels deeply attuned to the moment. When speaking with someone, try focusing on the details of their expression or the way they hold themselves. By engaging with these non-verbal cues, you signal that you're fully present, building a connection that goes beyond words. Presence also requires the ability to quiet your inner dialogue. Often, when we're listening to someone, our minds are busy forming responses, analyzing what they're saying, or drifting to unrelated thoughts. Charismatic individuals have trained themselves to quiet this inner chatter, allowing them to listen without interruption. When you feel your mind wandering during a conversation, gently bring your focus back to the person in front of you. Practice approaching each interaction with a beginner's mind, as though you're hearing the person's words for the first time. This openness allows you to truly listen without the interference of preconceptions or assumptions. Pausing before you respond is a powerful technique that charismatic people use to create presence. Rather than jumping in with an immediate reply, they allow a moment of silence to settle, giving themselves time to consider their response. This pause not only shows that they're listening carefully, but also conveys thoughtfulness and respect. Pausing allows you to check in with yourself, ensuring that your response is intentional rather than reactive. Practice adding a slight pause after someone finishes speaking. This moment of stillness creates a sense of calm and focus, enhancing your presence and making the conversation more meaningful. Breath control is another subtle but effective tool for cultivating presence. Charismatic individuals often have a calm, steady rhythm to their breath, which influences the energy they project. When you're anxious or distracted, your breath tends to be shallow and rapid, which can convey nervousness. Deep, even breathing, on the other hand, brings a sense of calm and groundedness, helping you stay centered and focused. During conversations, take slow, intentional breaths. This practice not only keeps you relaxed, but also signals to the other person that you're calm and fully present, which puts them at ease. Practicing presence means being able to embrace silence without discomfort. Many people feel an instinctive urge to fill every gap in conversation, but charismatic individuals understand that silence can add depth to an interaction. When used intentionally, pauses give both you and the other person a chance to reflect and absorb the conversation. Embrace silence as an opportunity to listen more deeply, rather than rushing to fill the space with words. This comfort with silence conveys confidence and creates a calm, reflective atmosphere that enhances your presence. Another aspect of presence is focusing on your intention for the conversation. Charismatic people are intentional about how they approach interactions. They enter with a sense of purpose, whether it's to connect, to understand, or to support. Before starting a conversation, take a moment to consider your intention. Ask yourself what you want to accomplish and how you want the other person to feel. This intention grounds you in the present moment, reminding you of the value of the interaction. When your actions align with a clear purpose, your presence becomes more genuine and focused. Eye contact is one of the most powerful non-verbal signals of presence. Charismatic individuals make consistent, sincere eye contact, showing that they're fully engaged. Eye contact creates a direct, personal connection, making the other person feel valued and understood. It's important, however, to keep eye contact natural and comfortable, avoiding an intense stare that might feel intimidating. Instead, let your gaze be warm and steady, as though you're listening with your eyes. Practice holding eye contact for slightly longer than you're used to. This will make your presence feel stronger and create a deeper connection with others. Presence also involves responding to what's actually happening in the moment, rather than following a pre-planned script. Charismatic people are adaptable. They listen, observe, and respond authentically to what the other person is saying. They're not rigid in their approach, and they're willing to shift directions based on the needs of the conversation. Practicing presence means being flexible and open, ready to respond to the cues of the moment, rather than clinging to a predetermined outcome. This adaptability keeps interactions fresh and allows genuine connections to unfold naturally. Another important practice for cultivating presence is grounding yourself before an interaction. Charismatic individuals often take a moment to center themselves before entering a conversation, especially in high-stakes or emotionally charged situations. Grounding can be as simple as taking a few deep breaths, mentally setting aside distractions, or even doing a quick body scan to release tension. This moment of preparation helps you approach the conversation with calmness and clarity, making it easier to remain fully present. By centering yourself, you bring a steadiness to the interaction, which others can sense and appreciate. Non-judgmental listening is a crucial aspect of presence. When you listen without judging or analyzing, you allow the other person to express themselves freely. Charismatic people create a safe space in which others feel comfortable sharing their true thoughts and feelings. This openness builds trust, showing that you're fully there for them without the need to critique or evaluate. Practice listening without forming opinions or reactions. Simply focus on absorbing what the other person is saying. This kind of presence fosters an environment of acceptance, making others feel deeply valued and understood. Letting go of distractions is essential for true presence. In today's world, it's easy to be pulled away by phones, notifications, or stray thoughts. Charismatic people consciously set these distractions aside, showing that they value the person in front of them. When you're in conversation, make an effort to put away your phone, close your laptop, and remove any physical barriers that might signal disinterest. The more focused and undistracted you are, the more people will feel your presence. Practicing this consistently strengthens your charisma as people begin to associate you with genuine engagement and attentiveness. Lastly, practicing presence requires a commitment to being patient and unhurried. Charismatic individuals don't rush through conversations. They take their time, allowing each moment to unfold naturally. By slowing down, you give the other person space to fully express themselves, showing that you're invested in the conversation rather than looking for the quickest exit. Patience in conversation fosters trust and signals that you value the interaction. Practice slowing down during conversations, avoiding interruptions, and giving your full attention without the need to rush. This approach makes your presence more impactful, as it reflects a genuine desire to connect. The art of presence transforms not only how people perceive you, but also how you experience your own interactions. When you're fully present, conversations become richer, connections more meaningful, and moments more memorable. Presence is a gift, one that charismatic people give freely, creating an atmosphere where others feel valued and appreciated. Cultivating presence requires patience and dedication, but the rewards are profound. As you practice being present, you'll find that people respond to you with more openness and trust. They'll remember the way you made them feel heard, respected, and truly valued. In a world where genuine attention is increasingly rare, presence sets you apart, creating a magnetic quality that draws people toward you and leaves a lasting impression. Embrace the practice of presence and watch as it transforms your relationships, deepens your connections, and enhances your charisma in ways that are both subtle and powerful. Mastering nonverbal communication is a subtle yet powerful element of charisma. Often, our actions speak louder than our words, and charismatic individuals know how to communicate their intentions, emotions, and confidence through gestures, expressions, and posture. Nonverbal communication reinforces our verbal messages, enhances our presence, and enables us to connect with others on a deeper, more intuitive level. By developing a heightened awareness of nonverbal cues, you can make a lasting impression and communicate more effectively. The foundation of nonverbal communication is posture. Charismatic people have an open, upright posture that conveys confidence and approachability. They stand tall, shoulders back, and chin up, exuding self-assurance. Open posture, such as keeping your arms uncrossed and leaning slightly forward, signals that you're receptive and engaged. Slouching or crossing your arms can send signals of defensiveness or disinterest, closing off the interaction before it even begins. Practicing good posture isn't just about appearance, it also affects how you feel. When you stand or sit with an open posture, you naturally feel more confident and grounded, which in turn enhances your charisma. Gestures are another essential aspect of nonverbal communication. Charismatic people use gestures purposefully to emphasize their words, making their communication more dynamic and engaging. Hand movements can bring energy to your message, highlighting key points and creating a sense of rhythm in your speech. Open, outward gestures, like showing your palms or using sweeping hand motions, convey transparency and sincerity. Conversely, closed or restrictive gestures, like keeping your hands in your pockets or fidgeting, can create a sense of nervousness or guardedness. Practice using gestures that feel natural and aligned with your message, as they can make your communication more relatable and memorable. Facial expressions are among the most telling forms of nonverbal communication. Charismatic individuals are often expressive, using their faces to convey emotion, enthusiasm, and understanding. A genuine smile can create warmth and make others feel comfortable, while slight nods or raised eyebrows show active listening and engagement. Charismatic people know how to mirror the expressions of those they're interacting with, creating a sense of empathy and connection. This mirroring doesn't mean copying someone's every expression. Rather, it's about subtly reflecting their mood and energy. When you're genuinely engaged, your facial expressions will naturally align with the interaction, enhancing the emotional connection. Eye contact is one of the most powerful tools in nonverbal communication. Charismatic individuals make steady, sincere eye contact that demonstrates presence and attentiveness. Eye contact creates a sense of trust and makes people feel that they're being fully seen and understood. Avoiding eye contact, on the other hand, can signal disinterest, distraction, or discomfort. Charismatic people strike a balance with eye contact, maintaining it without staring intensely, which can feel intimidating. Practice making eye contact by holding someone's gaze for a few seconds, then looking away naturally. This creates a rhythm that feels authentic and respectful, drawing people in and building trust. Proxemics, or the use of personal space, plays a significant role in nonverbal communication. Charismatic individuals are attuned to the boundaries of others and adjust their physical distance based on the context and relationship. Standing too close can feel intrusive, while standing too far can seem detached or disinterested. By paying attention to cues, such as whether the other person leans in or backs away, you can gauge the appropriate amount of personal space. Respecting these boundaries creates a sense of comfort and shows that you're sensitive to others' needs. In professional settings, maintaining a bit more distance may be appropriate, while closer proximity in personal interactions can convey warmth and familiarity. The pace and rhythm of your movements also contribute to your non-verbal communication. Charismatic people have a calm, measured pace in their movements, which exudes confidence and control. They avoid fidgeting, unnecessary movements, or rushing through gestures, instead using intentional motions that align with their words. This sense of calm and control enhances your charisma, as it shows that you're comfortable and fully present. Practice moving with purpose, avoiding nervous habits like tapping your foot, shifting in your seat, or fiddling with objects. A controlled pace conveys a sense of steadiness and balance, which reassures others and creates a sense of trust. Touch is a powerful non-verbal cue that, when used appropriately, can create a sense of connection and warmth. A brief, light touch on the shoulder or a firm handshake can convey friendliness, support, and empathy. Charismatic people use touch thoughtfully, recognizing that it can either strengthen or weaken a connection. In professional settings, a firm handshake is usually sufficient, while in more personal settings, a supportive touch on the arm or a friendly pat on the back can enhance closeness. It's essential to be mindful of cultural and personal boundaries, as touch can be misinterpreted if not used appropriately. Always be attuned to the other person's comfort level and use touch sparingly and respectfully. Another essential non-verbal skill is expressing openness through body orientation. Charismatic individuals face the person they're speaking with directly, signaling that their full attention is focused on them. Turning your body away, crossing your legs, or angling your torso away from someone can send a signal of disinterest or disengagement. Practicing open body orientation, facing the other person directly with uncrossed arms and legs, shows that you're fully engaged in the interaction. This openness is welcoming and makes people feel valued and respected, enhancing your charisma and fostering trust. Micro-expressions are brief, involuntary facial expressions that reveal genuine emotions. Charismatic individuals are often skilled at reading these micro-expressions, which helps them understand the unspoken feelings of others. Micro-expressions, such as a fleeting look of surprise, frustration, or joy, occur in a split second, but can convey a wealth of information. By developing an awareness of these subtle cues, you can respond more empathetically and appropriately. Practice observing the micro-expressions of others in conversation, paying attention to quick shifts in their expressions. Recognizing these small, often hidden reactions allows you to connect more deeply, as it shows that you're attuned to their emotions. Silence is another powerful form of non-verbal communication that charismatic individuals use intentionally. Silence, when used thoughtfully, adds depth and gravity to conversations. It can convey respect, give space for reflection, or create a moment of anticipation. Charismatic people are comfortable with silence and don't feel the need to fill every pause with words. By embracing silence, you create room for the other person to speak, reflect, or absorb what's been said. Practice allowing pauses in your conversations, especially after making an important point or asking a question. This use of silence creates a calm, thoughtful atmosphere and enhances your presence. Lastly, authenticity in non-verbal communication is what ties everything together. Charismatic individuals don't rely on practiced gestures or forced expressions. Their body language is aligned with their genuine feelings and intentions. Authentic non-verbal communication comes from a place of self-awareness and self-acceptance. When you're truly yourself, your body language reflects that honesty, which others can sense instinctively. People are drawn to those who are genuine because authenticity fosters trust and respect. As you work on mastering non-verbal communication, remember that it's not about performing or pretending. It's about aligning your body language with who you really are. Mastering non-verbal communication requires practice, patience, and a heightened awareness of your actions and surroundings. Start by observing your own body language and making small adjustments in posture, gestures, and eye contact. Over time, these adjustments will become natural, enhancing your presence and making your interactions more engaging and memorable. Nonverbal communication is the silent language of charisma, creating connections that words alone cannot achieve. When you're aware of the signals you're sending, you create a cohesive message that resonates on a deeper level. By aligning your verbal and nonverbal communication, you make others feel valued, understood, and connected. This alignment builds trust, deepens relationships, and strengthens your influence, leaving a lasting impression that words alone cannot create. As you master non-verbal communication, you'll discover a new dimension to your charisma, one that is both powerful and deeply human. Confidence is the bedrock of charisma. Charismatic people exude a natural self-assurance that draws others in, making them seem capable, trustworthy, and inspiring. Confidence is not about arrogance or being the loudest voice in the room. It's a quiet, steady belief in oneself that allows you to project strength, even in uncertain situations. By developing genuine confidence, you enhance your charisma, making others feel secure in your presence and inspired by your example. At the core of confidence is self-acceptance. Charismatic individuals have a strong sense of self. They're aware of their strengths, but they're also comfortable with their flaws. Self-acceptance allows them to embrace who they are without constantly seeking approval from others. When you accept yourself fully, your interactions are more authentic because you're not worried about proving yourself. This level of self-assurance is magnetic, as people are naturally drawn to those who are at ease with themselves. Cultivate self-acceptance by practicing gratitude for your unique qualities, strengths, and experiences. This doesn't mean ignoring areas for improvement, but rather recognizing that you are enough as you are, which frees you to engage more openly and confidently with others. Preparation is a powerful tool for building confidence. Charismatic people often seem relaxed and poised because they're prepared. Whether it's a speech, a presentation, or an important conversation, preparation allows you to feel grounded and capable. When you've taken the time to understand your material or consider your approach, you're less likely to feel anxious or uncertain. Preparation doesn't mean scripting everything, but rather familiarizing yourself with key points or possible scenarios. Practice speaking on topics you're passionate about, so you build confidence in expressing your ideas. The more prepared you are, the more flexible and adaptable you become, which makes you appear naturally confident and capable. Body language also plays a crucial role in projecting confidence. Charismatic people are aware of how they hold themselves, using open and assertive body language to communicate self-assurance. Standing tall, maintaining eye contact, and using deliberate gestures all signal that you're confident and in control. Practice adopting a power posture. Stand with your feet shoulder-width apart, shoulders back, and hands relaxed at your sides. This posture not only projects confidence to others, but also influences your own mindset, making you feel more empowered. Avoid defensive or closed-off postures like crossing your arms or hunching over, as these can convey insecurity. By consciously choosing open, strong body language, you send a message of confidence that others can sense instinctively. Embracing vulnerability is a surprising but essential aspect of confidence. Charismatic individuals aren't afraid to show moments of vulnerability, as they know that vulnerability doesn't diminish their strength. In fact, it often makes them more relatable and trustworthy. Confidence isn't about pretending to have all the answers or hiding your imperfections. It's about being comfortable enough to admit when you don't know something or when you've made a mistake. This honesty shows humility and courage, two qualities that enhance charisma. Practice embracing vulnerability by sharing personal insights or admitting when you're unsure about something. This openness fosters a deeper connection with others, showing that you're confident enough to be real. Another key element of confidence is resilience. Charismatic people don't let setbacks shake their self-belief. They view challenges as opportunities for growth rather than as indicators of failure. Resilience doesn't mean ignoring setbacks. It means acknowledging them, learning from them, and moving forward with determination. Cultivating resilience requires developing a growth mindset, viewing challenges as part of the journey rather than as reflections of your worth. When you embrace resilience, you build confidence that isn't easily swayed by external circumstances. People are drawn to those who can remain steady in the face of adversity, as it demonstrates inner strength and inspires others to persevere. Authenticity is another cornerstone of true confidence. Charismatic people are unapologetically themselves, embracing their individuality and expressing it openly. Authenticity doesn't mean being rigid or unwilling to adapt. It means aligning your words and actions with your values and beliefs. When you're authentic, you communicate with integrity, and people can sense that you're genuine. This honesty builds trust, as others know you're not putting on a facade. To develop authenticity, reflect on your values and what matters most to you. By staying true to these principles, you'll project confidence rooted in integrity, creating a charisma that's both powerful and relatable. Silencing self-doubt is crucial for confidence. Charismatic people don't allow negative thoughts to hold them back. While everyone experiences self-doubt, charismatic individuals have learned to manage these thoughts, preventing them from undermining their confidence. One effective way to silence self-doubt is by reframing negative thoughts. Instead of thinking, "I can't do this," try saying, "This is a challenge, but I'll give it my best." Practicing positive self-talk and challenging limiting beliefs can help you build resilience against self-doubt. Recognize that self-doubt is often a reflection of past fears rather than present reality. The more you practice silencing these doubts, the more confident and self-assured you'll feel. Focusing on your purpose rather than perfection is another confidence-boosting strategy. Charismatic people don't waste time trying to appear perfect. They're focused on the impact they want to make. When you shift your attention from self-consciousness to your purpose, it frees you from the pressure of needing everything to be flawless. Think about the message or goal you want to convey rather than how you're coming across. By keeping your purpose front and center, you naturally feel more confident because your attention is directed outward rather than inward. Practice grounding yourself in purpose by reflecting on the why behind your actions, which makes your presence feel more genuine and impactful. Taking action despite fear is a hallmark of confident people. Charismatic individuals understand that confidence isn't the absence of fear. It's the willingness to act in spite of it. This courage creates a compelling presence, as others admire the bravery of those who push past fear. Confidence grows with every step you take, even if you're uncertain or nervous. Each time you step out of your comfort zone, you build resilience and prove to yourself that you're capable. Start by setting small challenges for yourself, whether it's speaking up in a meeting or introducing yourself to a new group. By facing these fears incrementally, you'll build the confidence to tackle larger challenges, creating a magnetic charisma that others can't help but admire. Mastering self-compassion is also key to true confidence. Charismatic people are kind to themselves, allowing room for mistakes and growth. They don't berate themselves for slip-ups or imperfections. Instead, they view these moments with compassion. Self-compassion is not about letting yourself off the hook, but rather understanding that growth is a journey, not a destination. When you treat yourself with kindness, you reinforce a stable sense of self-worth, which enhances your confidence. Practice self-compassion by speaking to yourself as you would to a friend, acknowledging your efforts rather than focusing solely on outcomes. This compassionate mindset builds a resilient, unwavering confidence that others find inspiring. Celebrating your wins, no matter how small, builds confidence over time. Charismatic individuals recognize their progress, appreciating the steps they've taken rather than only focusing on what's left to achieve. This habit of celebrating small victories reinforces self-belief and motivates further growth. Reflect on your successes regularly, no matter how minor they may seem. By celebrating your achievements, you build a reservoir of positive experiences that counter self-doubt and reinforce confidence. When you recognize your progress, you're more likely to face future challenges with a strong sense of capability and optimism, enhancing your charisma. Charismatic people speak with a steady, assured tone, varying their pitch and volume to convey conviction. Avoid speaking too quickly or in a monotone, as these can dilute the strength of your message. Practice speaking from your diaphragm to add depth and resonance to your voice, which conveys authority and self-assurance. Experiment with pauses to emphasize key points and avoid fillers like or A confident voice doesn't demand attention. It commands it naturally, making others feel secure in your presence. Confidence is a skill that grows with practice and self-awareness. It's not about never feeling insecure. It's about recognizing your worth and showing up authentically. As you develop confidence, you'll find that people respond to you with greater trust and admiration, drawn to the quiet strength and assuredness you bring to each interaction. Confidence enhances your charisma, creating a magnetic quality that inspires and uplifts those around you. When you cultivate true confidence, you not only transform your presence, but also empower others. Charisma born from confidence is not about proving yourself. It's about bringing your best self forward, inspiring others to do the same. As you continue on this journey of building confidence, remember that it's a process, one that rewards every effort with a deeper sense of self-belief and a more powerful, resonant charisma. The power of influence is one of the most profound aspects of charisma. Charismatic people have a unique ability to inspire, motivate, and guide others, not through coercion, but through genuine connection, vision, and respect. Influence isn't about manipulation. It's about creating alignment with others by sharing your vision and encouraging them to see its potential. Building influence is a subtle art, grounded in trust, integrity, and a deep understanding of human nature. Building trust is the foundation of influence. Charismatic individuals know that influence is rooted in relationships, and relationships require trust. People are far more likely to follow or be persuaded by those they trust. Trust is built over time through consistency, honesty, and reliability. Small actions, like honoring commitments, listening without judgment, and being dependable, create a foundation of trust that strengthens your influence. Practice being transparent in your interactions. People trust those who are upfront about their intentions. When people know you're acting in good faith, they're more likely to be receptive to your ideas and guidance. Listening actively and empathetically is another powerful way to build influence. Charismatic people make others feel heard and valued, creating an emotional connection that paves the way for influence. When you listen actively, you demonstrate that you genuinely care about the other person's thoughts and feelings, building a relationship based on mutual respect. Practicing empathy helps you understand what drives the other person, which is key to motivating and inspiring them. When people feel that you understand their perspective, they're more open to considering yours. Practice listening without interruption, asking open-ended questions, and showing that you appreciate their point of view. This approach creates a sense of rapport that enhances your influence naturally. Aligning with others' values and goals is crucial for lasting influence. Charismatic individuals understand that people are motivated by their own values, and they make an effort to align their vision with what matters to others. Influence isn't about persuading someone to abandon their beliefs. It's about finding common ground and showing how your goals can help them achieve theirs. Before trying to influence someone, take the time to understand what they value and what they hope to achieve. When you frame your ideas in a way that aligns with their values, You create a sense of shared purpose, making them more likely to support your vision. Modeling the behavior you want to inspire is a subtle but powerful way to influence others. Charismatic individuals lead by example, embodying the qualities and values they wish to promote. People are far more likely to be influenced by someone who demonstrates integrity, resilience, and dedication. When you live out your principles, you naturally inspire others to do the same. If you want to encourage teamwork, show collaboration in your actions. If you value honesty, practice transparency in your interactions. This authenticity builds credibility, and your behavior becomes a silent but compelling form of influence. Communicating with clarity and conviction is essential to inspiring others. Charismatic people are skilled communicators who speak with confidence, clarity, and purpose. They know that people are drawn to those who express their ideas with conviction, as it shows that they believe in what they're saying. Clarity in communication also prevents misunderstandings and ensures that others fully grasp the message. Practice articulating your ideas concisely, avoiding jargon, and focusing on the most impactful points. When you communicate with clarity and conviction, people feel a natural urge to listen and are more likely to be persuaded by your message. Sharing a compelling vision is one of the hallmarks of influential charisma. Charismatic people are often visionary. They're able to paint a picture of the future that excites and inspires others. They don't just tell people what to do. They share why it matters and how it aligns with a greater purpose. Vision creates motivation as people feel drawn to be part of something meaningful. When sharing your vision, be specific about the impact you hope to make and why it's important. Use storytelling techniques to bring your vision to life, making it feel real and achievable. By creating a vivid picture of what's possible, you encourage others to invest in that vision wholeheartedly. Inspiring confidence in others is a key part of influence. Charismatic individuals have a talent for helping others believe in their own potential. They show others that they're capable of achieving great things and provide encouragement along the way. By expressing genuine confidence in someone's abilities, you instill a sense of self-belief that empowers them to act. Practice offering specific, sincere praise and encouragement, focusing on the strengths and qualities that make others unique. When people feel that you believe in them, they're more likely to take risks, step out of their comfort zones, and embrace the possibilities you present to them. Emphasizing collaboration over control enhances your influence by creating a sense of partnership rather than hierarchy. Charismatic people don't rely on authority or power to influence others. They focus on working together toward common goals. Collaboration creates a shared sense of ownership and accountability, making others more invested in the outcome. Instead of issuing directives, involve others in the decision-making process and encourage their input. This collaborative approach fosters mutual respect and shows that you value their contributions. People are naturally more receptive to ideas they feel a part of, and this shared ownership deepens your influence. Practicing patience and persistence is vital in building influence. Charismatic individuals understand that influence is often a gradual process. They don't rush or pressure others into alignment. Instead, they plant seeds and allow ideas to develop over time. Influence requires patience, as people may need time to process new ideas or adapt to change. Practice giving others the space to come to their own conclusions while gently reinforcing your vision. Persistence, without aggression, shows that you're committed to your goals and are willing to support others in reaching theirs. This steady, patient approach builds trust and ensures that your influence is both respectful and effective. Displaying humility is a powerful yet often overlooked aspect of influence. Charismatic individuals are confident, but they're also humble. They acknowledge others' contributions and recognize that they don't have all the answers. Humility in influence means being open to feedback, valuing others' expertise, and admitting when you're wrong. This humility makes others more receptive to your ideas, as they see you as collaborative rather than domineering. Practice humility by sharing credit for successes, actively seeking input, and admitting mistakes openly. People are more willing to support and follow those who show humility, as it fosters a culture of respect and openness. Remaining adaptable and open-minded strengthens your influence by showing that you're willing to consider different perspectives. Charismatic people are flexible in their approach, knowing that influence isn't about rigidly adhering to one way of doing things. Being open-minded allows you to adjust based on feedback, incorporate new ideas, and refine your vision. Practice adaptability by being receptive to alternative viewpoints and embracing change as a natural part of growth. When others see that you're willing to evolve, they feel valued and respected, making them more likely to align with your goals. Charismatic people influence others because they're trusted and respected, and that respect is rooted in their integrity. Influence that lasts is built on honesty, ethical actions, and consistency in values. People are naturally drawn to those who act with integrity, as it demonstrates a commitment to doing what's right. Practice integrity by aligning your actions with your words, honoring commitments, and staying true to your principles even when it's difficult. Integrity isn't just about what you say, it's about how you live, and this congruence creates a deep, lasting influence. Influence is not about imposing your will, it's about inspiring others to see the value in a shared vision. Charismatic individuals influence others by creating connections, building trust, and encouraging others to believe in themselves and the possibilities before them. Influence comes from a place of respect, empathy, and alignment, creating a sense of partnership rather than control. As you develop the power of influence, you'll find that your charisma becomes more impactful and far-reaching, touching the lives of those around you in profound ways. When you master the art of influence, you create a ripple effect, empowering others to rise to their full potential. Your influence will inspire people not only to support your vision, but also to pursue their own goals with renewed passion and confidence. Influence that comes from a place of integrity and empathy creates lasting change, leaving a legacy that goes beyond personal achievements. As you continue to develop your influence, remember that true charisma is about lifting others up, creating a shared journey toward a brighter future, and leaving a positive impact that will endure. Building a lasting legacy is the pinnacle of charisma. Charismatic people aren't just influential in the present, they leave a mark that endures, inspiring others long after they're gone. Legacy is about more than accomplishments. It's the lasting impact you have on people's lives, the values you uphold, and the positive change you create in the world. Building a legacy requires foresight, purpose, and a commitment to live in alignment with your highest principles. As you develop your charisma, consider how you can contribute to something greater than yourself, something that will stand the test of time. Clarity of purpose is the foundation of a legacy. Charismatic individuals have a deep sense of purpose that guides their actions and decisions. They know what they stand for and where they're headed, which gives them the drive and consistency needed to create lasting impact. Having a clear purpose not only fuels your charisma, but also directs your energy toward meaningful pursuits. To discover your purpose, reflect on your passions, values, and the change you wish to see in the world. When you're clear about your purpose, each decision you make and each action you take moves you closer to creating a legacy. Upholding core values is essential to building a legacy that others respect and admire. Charismatic people are known for their integrity and commitment to their principles, which forms the bedrock of their legacy. Values like honesty, compassion, and resilience resonate with people, creating a legacy that is remembered fondly. To build a values-based legacy, define the principles that matter most to you and strive to embody them every day. Your actions will leave a deeper impact when they're aligned with your values, and people will remember you for your unwavering commitment to what you believe. Investing in relationships is another fundamental aspect of a lasting legacy. Charismatic individuals are often remembered not only for what they did, but for how they made others feel. They create meaningful connections and invest in people, inspiring loyalty and admiration that extends beyond their accomplishments. To build a legacy through relationships, practice empathy, kindness, and generosity. Mentor others, share your knowledge, and lift people up. The bonds you form and the lives you touch become a vital part of your legacy, creating a ripple effect that continues to inspire long after you're gone. Creating positive change is a key aspect of a charismatic legacy. Charismatic individuals use their influence to address issues that matter, whether it's through community work, advocacy, or inspiring others to take action. Building a legacy of positive change means looking beyond personal success and thinking about how you can contribute to the greater good. Identify causes or areas where you can make a difference and take consistent, purposeful action. Whether big or small, each step toward positive change contributes to a legacy that reflects your commitment to leaving the world better than you found it. Sharing your knowledge and wisdom is a powerful way to ensure your legacy lives on. Charismatic people don't keep their experiences or insights to themselves. They pass them on to others, enriching lives and inspiring growth. Teaching, mentoring, and sharing life lessons create a lasting impact, allowing others to learn from your journey. To build a legacy through knowledge sharing, look for opportunities to educate, inspire, and support others in their growth. Your words, stories, and insights will continue to resonate, helping others long after you're no longer present. Leading with compassion and empathy is central to a legacy that people remember with admiration. Charismatic individuals are often leaders who care deeply about others, showing understanding and kindness even in difficult situations. Compassionate leadership not only builds trust, but also inspires others to act with empathy and respect. When you lead with compassion, you foster a culture that values people over profits, relationships over recognition. This approach leaves a lasting legacy, as it creates a community of people who feel supported, valued, and inspired to pay it forward. Empowering others to find their own strengths is a hallmark of charismatic legacy building. Charismatic people don't simply focus on their own success. They uplift those around them, helping others discover their potential. When you empower others, you create a legacy that lives within them as they carry forward the lessons and encouragement you provided. Practice seeing the strengths in others and helping them build confidence. Encourage growth, provide constructive feedback, and celebrate achievements. By empowering others, you leave behind a legacy of inspired, capable individuals who continue to make an impact in their own ways. Staying adaptable and open to growth is key to a legacy that evolves and endures. Charismatic individuals understand that a legacy isn't static. It changes as they grow, learn, and adapt. Being willing to evolve shows that you're committed to continuous improvement and learning, traits that people admire and respect. Stay open to new ideas, welcome feedback, and make adjustments as needed. This adaptability reflects resilience and humility, ensuring that your legacy remains relevant and inspiring in an ever-changing world. Demonstrating resilience in the face of adversity strengthens your legacy, showing others that challenges are a natural part of the journey. Charismatic individuals are often admired for their ability to persevere, even when faced with obstacles. Resilience demonstrates courage, strength, and a commitment to purpose, all qualities that inspire others to keep going. By facing adversity with grace and determination, you teach others the importance of resilience. Your legacy will reflect not only what you achieved, but also how you overcame challenges along the way. Prioritizing impact over recognition is essential to creating a legacy that is genuinely respected. Charismatic people focus on the impact of their actions rather than seeking personal acclaim. This humility creates a legacy that others admire and want to emulate. When you prioritize impact, you inspire others to act for the greater good, knowing that the value of their work goes beyond personal gain. Practice making choices that serve a purpose, even if they don't bring immediate recognition. A legacy built on impact rather than ego will resonate more deeply and inspire future generations. Cultivating gratitude is a powerful way to approach legacy building. Charismatic individuals often carry a sense of gratitude that shines through in their interactions, reminding others to appreciate what they have and to give back. Gratitude creates a positive, uplifting legacy that encourages others to focus on abundance rather than scarcity. Make gratitude a daily practice by reflecting on the blessings in your life and expressing appreciation for those around you. When people remember you as someone who was genuinely grateful, it leaves a lasting impression of positivity and warmth. Leaving behind a sense of purpose and hope is the ultimate gift of a charismatic legacy. Charismatic people inspire others to believe in something greater, to dream, and to work toward a better future. They don't just leave behind accomplishments, they leave behind a vision of what's possible. To build a legacy of purpose and hope, share your vision openly and encourage others to believe in their potential. Show people that their efforts matter, that their dreams are achievable, and that they have a role in creating positive change. This lasting sense of purpose and hope can influence people long after you're gone, empowering them to continue building a brighter future. Documenting your story and reflections can also contribute to your legacy, allowing your experiences, lessons, and insights to live on. Charismatic individuals often leave behind written or recorded reflections that others can learn from. Consider journaling, writing letters, or creating recordings that capture your journey, your values, and your wisdom. This documentation becomes a tangible part of your legacy, allowing others to connect with your story and draw inspiration from it. Sharing your reflections ensures that your insights are available to those who follow, creating a bridge from your life to theirs. Finally, living with intentionality every day is the most powerful way to build a legacy. Charismatic people recognize that a legacy isn't created overnight. It's the cumulative impact of daily actions, choices, and interactions. Every day offers an opportunity to make a difference, to act with kindness, and to contribute to something meaningful. Practice setting daily intentions that align with your values and purpose, treating each day as a chance to leave a positive impact. Over time, these small, consistent actions create a legacy that's rich in meaning and deeply resonant. Building a legacy is a journey, one that requires dedication, reflection, and a commitment to making a difference. As you cultivate charisma, consider how you can use your influence to create something lasting and meaningful. A true legacy is not just a record of achievements, it's a reflection of how you lived, how you loved, and how you inspired others. By focusing on what you leave behind, you can create a legacy that touches lives, transforms communities, and continues to inspire long after you're gone. A charismatic legacy isn't about perfection, it's about authenticity, purpose, and a commitment to positive impact. As you build your legacy, remember that it's the small, meaningful connections and the values you uphold that will have the greatest influence. By living with purpose, acting with integrity, and inspiring others, you can create a legacy that endures, a legacy that resonates across generations and leaves a lasting mark on the world. The art of gratitude is the final, essential element in the journey of developing lasting charisma. Gratitude is a practice that not only enhances your own sense of well-being, but also deepens your connection with others, creating an aura of warmth and appreciation that people are naturally drawn to. Charismatic individuals are often remembered for their genuine appreciation of life, of people, and of the small, beautiful moments that others might overlook. Embracing gratitude enhances every other aspect of charisma, bringing a unique depth and resonance to the way you interact with the world. Starting with self-gratitude is fundamental. Charismatic people are able to appreciate themselves, not in a boastful or self-centered way, but in a way that acknowledges their journey, their efforts, and their growth. Practicing self-gratitude involves recognizing your own achievements, resilience, and progress, and viewing yourself with kindness. This inner appreciation translates into a calm confidence that radiates outward, making you more compassionate and less likely to seek validation externally. Practice self-gratitude by taking time each day to reflect on your strengths and progress. This practice will help you become more secure in yourself, which in turn strengthens your charisma. Expressing appreciation openly is a powerful way to connect with others and cultivate a charismatic presence. Charismatic individuals aren't shy about letting others know how much they value them, and this genuine expression of appreciation fosters trust and goodwill. When you thank someone sincerely, whether it's for a small favor or a meaningful act, you create a moment of connection that strengthens your relationship. Practice expressing gratitude by being specific. Acknowledge what someone did and how it positively impacted you. This authenticity resonates deeply, leaving people with a sense of being valued and appreciated, which draws them closer to you. Finding beauty in everyday moments is a hallmark of charismatic people. They have an appreciation for life's small wonders, and their ability to savor these moments brings a lightness and joy that others find contagious. Practicing gratitude doesn't require grand gestures. It can be as simple as taking a moment to appreciate a beautiful sunset, a quiet morning, or a warm cup of coffee. This habit of noticing and savoring small moments infuses your life with joy, which naturally enhances your charisma. When you're able to find beauty in the ordinary, people sense that you're grounded and fully present, creating an atmosphere of calm and positivity. Embracing challenges with gratitude is a transformative approach that charismatic people often adopt. Instead of resenting difficulties, they view challenges as opportunities for growth and learning. This gratitude for life's trials demonstrates resilience and optimism, qualities that make others feel inspired and supported. When you express gratitude for challenges, you show that you're not easily discouraged, that you're committed to personal growth, and that you see value in the journey. Practice gratitude for challenges by reflecting on what each difficulty has taught you and how it has shaped your character. This approach not only strengthens your charisma, but also encourages others to see their own struggles in a more positive light. Practicing empathy as a form of gratitude connects you deeply with others. Charismatic people show appreciation not only through their words, but through their ability to truly understand and share in the experiences of others. Practicing empathy as gratitude means seeing and valuing the unique journeys of the people around you. When you approach others with empathy, you acknowledge their feelings and perspectives, which builds trust and connection. Practice empathy by listening attentively, asking open-ended questions, and showing genuine interest in others' experiences. This approach allows you to express gratitude for others simply by being present, creating an unspoken bond that enhances your charisma. Acknowledging the contributions of others amplifies your gratitude and creates a legacy of respect. Charismatic individuals understand that they're not on their journey alone. They appreciate the people who've supported, taught, and inspired them along the way. Acknowledging others' contributions isn't just about giving credit. It's about recognizing the collective nature of growth and success. Whether in a professional setting or personal relationship, practice regularly thanking those who have influenced and supported you. This acknowledgement doesn't just make others feel appreciated, it also shows humility and self-awareness, qualities that deepen your charisma. Keeping a gratitude journal is a simple yet powerful way to cultivate a habit of appreciation. Charismatic people often radiate positivity because they actively focus on the good in their lives. Writing down what you're grateful for each day trains your mind to recognize positivity and abundance, even during tough times. This habit enhances your outlook, allowing you to approach each interaction with warmth and optimism. Start by writing down 3 things you're grateful for each day, small or big, personal or universal. This practice shifts your perspective over time, fostering a naturally grateful attitude that people are drawn to. Practicing forgiveness as an act of gratitude frees you from resentment and strengthens your charisma. Charismatic individuals don't hold on to grudges. They understand that forgiveness is not only a gift to others, but also to themselves. Forgiving someone, even if they haven't apologized, reflects a deep gratitude for your own peace and well-being. It allows you to let go of negativity and focus on the positive aspects of your life. Practice forgiveness by reflecting on any grudges or unresolved issues, and consider releasing them as a way to show gratitude for your own mental and emotional health. This openness and peace make you more approachable, enhancing the warmth of your charisma. Seeing setbacks as part of a greater purpose is a profound form of gratitude that strengthens your resilience and charisma. Charismatic people often have a sense of faith, whether in themselves, in life, or in a higher purpose, that allows them to accept setbacks without losing hope. This acceptance brings a sense of calm and trust that others find inspiring. Practice seeing setbacks as steps along a meaningful path and express gratitude for the lessons they bring. When you approach life this way, you convey a sense of wisdom and steadiness that others naturally gravitate toward. Giving back is a powerful way to practice gratitude and leave a positive mark on the world. Charismatic people don't just focus on their own needs, they use their influence and resources to uplift others. Giving back doesn't have to be grandiose. It can be as simple as offering a helping hand, sharing knowledge, or volunteering. This outward expression of gratitude shows that you appreciate the abundance in your life and are willing to share it. Practice giving back in ways that align with your strengths and passions, creating a ripple effect of positivity that enhances your charisma and deepens your impact. Expressing gratitude for growth and transformation reinforces the value of personal development. Charismatic individuals recognize that they're constantly evolving and they're grateful for the experiences that have shaped them. Expressing gratitude for growth shows humility and openness, qualities that others respect and admire. Reflect on how far you've come and appreciate the journey, acknowledging the moments of change, growth, and discovery. When you celebrate your transformation with gratitude, you inspire others to embrace their own paths of growth, strengthening your influence and leaving a positive impact. Embodying gratitude in every interaction transforms the way people perceive you. Charismatic people are consistently appreciative, treating each person they meet with kindness and respect. This approach creates an atmosphere of warmth and acceptance, making others feel valued. Practice approaching each interaction with an attitude of gratitude, even in brief encounters. Expressing small acts of appreciation, like a genuine smile, a compliment, or a heartfelt thank you, can turn a simple exchange into a meaningful connection. When gratitude is a natural part of your demeanor, it radiates from you, making your presence memorable and impactful. Finally, living a life of gratitude brings a sense of fulfillment and inner peace that amplifies every aspect of charisma. Charismatic people have a deep, abiding appreciation for the richness of life, and this gratitude gives them a magnetic presence. By practicing gratitude daily, you create a mindset of abundance, resilience, and kindness that others can feel. Gratitude enriches your life, making each moment more vivid and meaningful, and it creates a sense of contentment that people are naturally drawn to. When you live with gratitude, you embrace life fully, finding joy in the present and hope in the future. Gratitude transforms the way you interact with the world, bringing depth to your charisma and creating a legacy of warmth, kindness, and appreciation. It reminds you that life itself is a gift, and that every moment, every connection, is an opportunity to express your thanks. Embrace the art of gratitude and watch as it deepens your relationships, enhances your charisma, and brings a profound sense of peace and purpose to your life. In the end, gratitude is the heart of charisma, a quality that not only makes you more magnetic, but also helps you live a life filled with meaning and joy. As you cultivate gratitude, you'll find that it enriches your presence, inspires those around you, and leaves a lasting, positive impact on the world. The journey of charisma culminates in the art of giving back, a practice that transforms charisma from personal presence into a force for good. Charismatic people naturally draw others in, but what makes their influence enduring and impactful is their commitment to making a difference beyond themselves. Giving back isn't only about financial contributions or grand gestures. It's a mindset of generosity that infuses every interaction and brings meaning to every connection. When you approach life with a spirit of giving, you transform your charisma into a legacy of positive impact, lifting others and inspiring them to do the same. Seeing giving as a privilege, not an obligation, is the foundation of authentic generosity. Charismatic individuals approach giving not from a sense of duty, but from a genuine desire to contribute. They view their ability to give as a gift, one that allows them to connect deeply with others and leave a lasting positive impact. When you approach giving as a privilege, you bring joy and purpose to your contributions, whether they're big or small. Practice viewing each opportunity to give as a way to add value to someone's life. This mindset transforms giving from a task to a source of fulfillment and radiates a warmth that others naturally respond to. Giving time and attention is one of the most valuable forms of generosity. Charismatic people understand that the gift of undivided attention is priceless in today's world. When you give someone your full presence, you show that you value them, making them feel seen and heard. This small act of generosity fosters genuine connection and creates a sense of trust. Practice giving your full attention in conversations, putting away distractions, and focusing entirely on the person before you. This simple act can transform relationships, creating a lasting impression and making others feel truly valued. Sharing knowledge and skills is another powerful way to give back. Charismatic individuals don't hoard what they know. They share their insights to help others grow and succeed. This generosity of knowledge not only uplifts others, but also strengthens your own impact, as the value you create extends far beyond your immediate reach. Practice sharing your expertise freely, whether through mentoring, teaching, or simply offering advice. By investing in others' growth, you create a ripple effect of positive change, inspiring those around you to pay it forward and continue the cycle of generosity. Supporting others' dreams and ambitions amplifies the effect of giving back. Charismatic people have a knack for seeing the potential in others and encouraging them to pursue their passions. By offering encouragement, resources, or connections, you help others reach their goals, creating a lasting impact on their lives. Practice supporting the dreams of those around you by celebrating their successes, offering a helping hand, and believing in their potential. This supportive attitude doesn't just make you memorable, it leaves a deep, positive mark on people's lives, empowering them to pursue their own paths with confidence. Giving without expectation of return is the hallmark of true generosity. Charismatic people don't give to get something back. They give because they genuinely care. This selflessness creates an atmosphere of trust and respect, as people sense that your generosity is sincere. Practice giving without expectation by focusing on the joy of the act itself rather than any potential reward. When you give freely, your charisma becomes a beacon of kindness, drawing others to you naturally and fostering a sense of community and goodwill. Recognizing the small acts that make a big difference is key to a lifestyle of giving back. Charismatic people understand that generosity isn't always about grand gestures. Sometimes the smallest actions, like a kind word, a smile, or a helping hand, have the most profound impact. These acts of kindness create a cumulative effect, fostering a culture of generosity and making others feel valued. Practice performing small acts of kindness daily and notice how they transform the energy of your interactions. Over time, these small acts build a legacy of kindness, reinforcing your charisma and making a lasting impact on those around you. Involving others in the act of giving magnifies its impact. Charismatic individuals often inspire others to join in their mission, creating a collective spirit of generosity. Whether it's through organizing a community event, rallying a group for a cause, or simply encouraging friends to help someone in need, bringing others into the act of giving strengthens bonds and expands your influence. Practice inviting others to join you in giving back, making it a shared experience. This collective approach to generosity creates a supportive community, amplifies your impact, and builds lasting connections. Expressing gratitude for the ability to give deepens the experience. Charismatic people are grateful for the resources, talents, and time they have to offer, and this gratitude enhances their generosity. When you're thankful for your ability to give, each act of kindness feels more meaningful, enriching both you and the person you're helping. Practice reflecting on the privileges and resources that enable you to give, and approach each act of generosity with a sense of gratitude. This appreciation makes giving a joyful experience, one that others will remember and respect. Using influence to support important causes elevates your charisma from individual impact to societal change. Charismatic individuals often leverage their influence to advocate for causes that matter to them, whether it's through raising awareness, donating resources, or inspiring others to take action. Practice using your influence to support a cause you believe in, even if it's in small ways, such as sharing information or volunteering your time. This approach not only deepens your legacy, but also aligns your charisma with a greater purpose, creating a lasting positive impact on the world. Being a role model for kindness and generosity is one of the most powerful ways to give back. Charismatic people inspire others to be kind by embodying generosity in their actions and words. They lead by example, showing that giving back is not only possible, but fulfilling. Practice modeling kindness in every interaction, treating others with respect and compassion. When you become a role model for generosity, you inspire others to act with the same level of kindness, creating a ripple effect that extends far beyond your immediate circle. Creating opportunities for others is a profound act of generosity that leaves a lasting legacy. Charismatic individuals use their influence to open doors for others, whether by making introductions, offering mentorship, or creating platforms for others to shine. Creating opportunities empowers people to reach their full potential, and this act of giving often has a transformative impact. Practice looking for ways to create opportunities for others in your field, community, or social circles. This selfless approach to giving enhances your charisma as people remember and appreciate those who helped them succeed. Practicing self-care so you can continue to give is essential to sustainable generosity. Charismatic people understand that in order to give back consistently, they need to take care of themselves. They know that giving from a place of well-being allows them to offer more effectively and joyfully. Practice self-care by ensuring you're physically, mentally, and emotionally balanced. This allows you to give from a place of abundance rather than exhaustion, making your generosity more impactful and long-lasting. Teaching others the value of giving is the ultimate expression of a giving mindset. Charismatic individuals often inspire others to adopt a similar attitude of generosity, passing on the values of kindness, empathy, and contribution. Whether through mentoring, parenting, or simply leading by example, teaching others about the power of giving creates a legacy of generosity that extends far beyond yourself. Practice encouraging others to give back, sharing your own experiences and the fulfillment that comes from helping others. This teaching approach ensures that the spirit of giving continues, building a culture of kindness and generosity. Reflecting on the impact of your contributions reinforces the value of giving back. Charismatic people often take time to consider the difference they're making, not as a point of pride, but as a way to stay motivated and purposeful. Reflecting on the impact of your generosity keeps you connected to the positive changes you're fostering and reminds you of the importance of your contributions. Practice regularly assessing how your actions are helping others, and let this reflection inspire you to continue giving. This awareness brings deeper meaning to each act of generosity, enriching your charisma and leaving a lasting legacy. The art of giving back is the culmination of charisma, transforming personal influence into a force for good. When you embrace a lifestyle of generosity, you create an impact that resonates across lives, communities, and even generations. Giving back amplifies your charisma, infusing it with purpose and heart, and creating a legacy that goes far beyond personal achievements. In the end, charisma is not just about attracting people to you. It's about lifting others up, inspiring them to reach their potential, and leaving a world that's a little better because you were part of it. By practicing the art of giving back, you become a beacon of positivity, kindness, and hope, a presence that lingers long after you're gone. When you give back, you transcend personal charisma and become part of a larger story, one of connection, compassion, and collective growth. Embrace this final element of charisma and watch as your influence touches lives, creating a ripple effect of kindness that echoes forward, leaving a profound, lasting legacy. The final chapter on charisma centers around the journey of lifelong growth, a commitment to continuously evolve, learn, and adapt. Charismatic people don't view growth as a destination, but as a journey that unfolds over a lifetime. By embracing this journey, they embody an openness and curiosity that keeps their charisma fresh, relevant, and inspiring. Lifelong growth allows you to stay flexible, deepen your understanding of yourself and others, and become more resilient and impactful over time. Embracing a growth mindset is the foundation of lifelong development. Charismatic individuals don't see failures as setbacks. They view them as learning opportunities. They understand that each challenge or mistake is a stepping stone on the path to improvement. A growth mindset isn't just about gaining new skills, it's about seeing potential in every experience. Practice adopting a growth mindset by reframing challenges as opportunities to learn and improve. When you approach life this way, you develop a natural resilience and adaptability that make you more charismatic and inspiring to those around you. Staying curious and open to new experiences is essential for lifelong growth. Charismatic people have a sense of wonder about the world. They're constantly learning, exploring, and seeking new perspectives. Curiosity fuels your charisma as it keeps you engaged, vibrant, and interested in the lives and experiences of others. Practice nurturing your curiosity by trying new activities, traveling, reading widely, and engaging in conversations with people from different backgrounds. This openness brings a depth to your charisma as people sense your genuine interest and eagerness to expand your horizons. Building self-awareness through reflection is a key component of lifelong growth. Charismatic individuals regularly reflect on their actions, behaviors, and beliefs, using these insights to guide their journey of self-improvement. Self-awareness helps you understand your strengths, recognize areas for growth, and develop a deeper understanding of your impact on others. Practice self-reflection by setting aside time each week to evaluate your interactions, decisions, and challenges. This habit enhances your charisma by ensuring that you're constantly evolving in alignment with your values and goals. Adapting to change gracefully is a hallmark of charismatic individuals. They understand that growth means embracing change, even when it's uncomfortable. By remaining open to change, you show resilience and flexibility, qualities that others admire and trust. Charismatic people don't cling to old ways out of fear. They see change as an opportunity for renewal and growth. Practice embracing change by viewing it as a natural part of life and looking for the benefits it brings. This attitude helps you navigate challenges with confidence, making you a steadying force that others look up to. Seeking feedback as a tool for growth is an invaluable practice. Charismatic individuals are open to constructive feedback, seeing it as a way to improve and deepen their understanding. They know that the perspective of others can provide valuable insights into their blind spots. Practice seeking feedback from trusted friends, mentors, or colleagues, and approach it with an open mind. When you're willing to listen and adapt based on feedback, you demonstrate humility and a commitment to self-improvement, qualities that enhance your charisma and build trust. Setting evolving goals keeps you focused and motivated on the path of lifelong growth. Charismatic people don't settle for achieving one milestone. They continually set new, meaningful goals that push them to grow further. This sense of purpose fuels their charisma, as they're always moving towards something that excites and challenges them. Practice setting goals that align with your values and passions, and adjust them as you grow and learn. This commitment to purpose-driven goals keeps your charisma vibrant and forward-focused, as others are inspired by your vision and dedication. Developing emotional resilience is crucial for navigating life's ups and downs. Charismatic individuals don't let setbacks derail their growth. They build resilience by learning how to cope with adversity in healthy ways. Emotional resilience doesn't mean ignoring emotions, but rather developing tools to manage and learn from them. Practice building resilience by finding constructive ways to process emotions, like journaling, meditation, or talking with a mentor. This resilience gives you a sense of steadiness that others find comforting and empowering, making you a source of strength in times of difficulty. Learning from mentors and role models provides invaluable guidance on the path of lifelong growth. Charismatic people often seek out mentors, knowing that they can learn from the experiences and wisdom of others. Mentors can offer perspective, challenge your thinking, and provide support as you navigate new stages of growth. Practice learning from mentors by actively seeking guidance from those you admire and respect. This willingness to learn from others demonstrates humility and a commitment to growth, both of which enhance your charisma. Sharing your growth journey with others is a powerful way to inspire. Charismatic individuals don't keep their journey to themselves. They openly share their experiences, struggles, and successes to uplift others. By sharing your growth journey, you become a role model for resilience and self-improvement. Practice sharing your experiences in a way that's relatable and encouraging, whether through conversations, social media, or mentorship. This transparency deepens your charisma as people connect with your authenticity and are inspired to embrace their own paths of growth. Practicing gratitude for the process of growth brings positivity and perspective. Charismatic people appreciate each step of their journey, recognizing that growth is a privilege. Gratitude helps you stay grounded, focused, and motivated, even when progress feels slow. Practice cultivating gratitude by celebrating your milestones, appreciating the lessons in your setbacks, and honoring your efforts. This mindset infuses your charisma with a sense of calm confidence, as others see that you're truly grateful for the journey. Letting go of perfectionism is essential to lifelong growth. Charismatic individuals understand that perfection isn't attainable and that striving for it can hinder progress. Instead, they focus on consistent improvement and learning from each experience. Letting go of perfectionism means embracing your imperfections and viewing them as opportunities for growth. Practice self-compassion, recognizing that growth is about progress, not perfection. This acceptance brings a relaxed confidence to your charisma, making you approachable and relatable. Exploring creativity and play keeps your charisma dynamic and engaging. Charismatic people don't limit themselves to rigid goals. They make time for exploration, fun, and creativity. Engaging in creative pursuits keeps your mind flexible and open to new ideas, which enriches your charisma. Practice exploring creativity by trying new hobbies, allowing yourself to play, and embracing spontaneity. This joy and curiosity make you more interesting and approachable, drawing others to your energy. Celebrating the growth of others is a crucial part of lifelong development. Charismatic people don't focus solely on their own journey. They actively support and celebrate the progress of those around them. This generosity of spirit deepens relationships and creates a community of growth-minded individuals. Practice celebrating others by acknowledging their efforts, offering encouragement, and sharing in their successes. This spirit of shared growth not only enhances your charisma, but also strengthens your bonds with others. Keeping a long-term perspective on growth allows you to approach challenges with patience and resilience. Charismatic individuals recognize that growth is a lifelong commitment, not a quick fix. They embrace each stage of the journey, knowing that it's all part of the process. Practice cultivating a long-term view by focusing on gradual progress and setting realistic expectations for yourself. This approach helps you maintain your motivation and enthusiasm for growth, even during difficult periods, and inspires others to adopt a similar mindset. Embodying a spirit of giving through growth means using your own journey to uplift others. Charismatic people see their growth not only as a personal achievement, but as a way to inspire and support others. They give back by sharing their knowledge, helping others avoid pitfalls, and offering encouragement. Practice using your growth journey as a way to empower others, seeing your own success as part of a larger purpose. This approach brings a richness and depth to your charisma, as people feel your genuine desire to make a positive impact. Embracing the journey as the destination is the ultimate lesson in lifelong growth. Charismatic individuals understand that growth itself is the reward. There's no need for a final destination. By enjoying the journey, they find fulfillment in each step, each lesson, and each moment of self-discovery. Practice embracing the journey by focusing on the present moment, finding joy in the process, and celebrating the person you're becoming. This approach radiates a calm, centered charisma that others find captivating and inspiring. Lifelong growth is the essence of true charisma, allowing you to evolve, connect deeply with others, and leave a lasting impact. The journey of growth makes your charisma multidimensional, grounded in experience, wisdom, and a commitment to constant improvement. When you embrace this journey, you transform charisma from a fleeting quality into an enduring presence that resonates with others on a profound level. In the end, the journey of lifelong growth is the most rewarding and enriching aspect of charisma. It's not about achieving perfection, but about becoming the best version of yourself, continuously evolving and finding joy in each step. By committing to growth, you'll find that your charisma becomes a source of light and inspiration, a guiding presence that uplifts and empowers those around you. This journey of lifelong growth is a gift, both to yourself and to the world. Embrace it fully and watch as your charisma transforms, deepening connections, creating lasting change, and leaving a legacy of hope and inspiration. The final dimension of charisma is the power of presence, the ability to be fully engaged and intentional in each moment, creating a space that invites others to feel seen, heard, and valued. Charismatic individuals are often described as having a magnetic presence, but this quality isn't an innate talent, it's a cultivated skill. Presence requires practice, patience, and a deep commitment to being fully alive and attentive in every interaction. By embracing presence, you transform your charisma from a series of actions into a way of being, one that naturally draws others toward you and fosters meaningful connections. Mastering the art of active listening is foundational to cultivating presence. Charismatic people know how to make others feel important by listening with their full attention. They aren't waiting to respond. They're fully engaged in what the other person is saying. Active listening is about more than hearing words. It's about tuning in to tone, body language, and emotion. Practice active listening by clearing your mind of distractions and focusing entirely on the person before you. When you listen deeply, you create a space where others feel valued, seen, and understood, which strengthens your connection and amplifies your charisma. Creating a sense of calm and ease in your interactions is another key to presence. Charismatic people exude a calm confidence that puts others at ease, making them feel comfortable and safe. This calmness is cultivated through inner work, such as mindfulness and self-awareness, which helps you remain centered even in challenging situations. Practice maintaining a calm presence by taking deep breaths, grounding yourself, and letting go of any need to control the interaction. When you're able to remain calm and relaxed, others respond with trust and openness, allowing for deeper, more authentic connections. Maintaining eye contact is a powerful way to convey presence. Charismatic people know that eye contact demonstrates respect, confidence, and genuine interest. It signals to others that they have your full attention and that you value what they're sharing. Practice maintaining eye contact by being mindful of where your gaze is directed during conversations without staring uncomfortably. Balanced eye contact communicates that you're engaged and attentive, fostering a sense of connection that strengthens your charisma. Being mindful of your body language adds depth to your presence. Charismatic individuals are aware of the signals their body sends, using open and inviting gestures that create a warm, approachable atmosphere. Body language often speaks louder than words, and by using it consciously, you can enhance your presence in any interaction. Practice open body language by keeping your posture relaxed, your hands visible, and your stance approachable. When others sense openness in your body language, they're more likely to feel comfortable and connected with you. Slowing down your speech and movements conveys thoughtfulness and intention, qualities that are essential to presence. Charismatic people don't rush. They move with purpose, allowing their words and actions to have greater weight. Slowing down not only enhances your impact, but also shows respect for the person you're with. Practice slowing your pace by pausing before speaking, breathing fully, and allowing silence when needed. This creates a sense of presence that makes others feel that their time with you is meaningful, enhancing your charisma and leaving a lasting impression. Responding with empathy and understanding is a cornerstone of presence. Charismatic people aren't quick to judge. They respond thoughtfully, considering others' perspectives. Empathy creates a bond that goes beyond words, making others feel safe and valued. Practice empathy by reflecting on what the other person may be experiencing and responding in a way that acknowledges their feelings. This empathetic approach not only enhances your presence, but also deepens the connection, as others sense that you truly care about their well-being. Practicing patience in each interaction allows you to remain fully present. Charismatic individuals aren't easily rushed or distracted. They're patient, giving each conversation the time it deserves. Patience communicates respect and openness, creating an environment where others feel comfortable expressing themselves. Practice patience by giving others space to share without interrupting, resisting the urge to check your phone or mentally rushing ahead. This patience demonstrates that you're genuinely invested in the moment, enhancing your presence and strengthening the impact of your charisma. Letting go of self-consciousness is essential for creating genuine presence. Charismatic people don't focus on how they're perceived. They focus on making others feel valued and comfortable. Self-consciousness detracts from presence as it shifts attention inward rather than outward. Practice letting go of self-consciousness by focusing on the other person and being curious about their experience. By releasing the need to control how you appear, you can engage more authentically, allowing your charisma to flow naturally. Being fully engaged in the present moment is the heart of presence. Charismatic individuals aren't distracted by past regrets or future worries. They're fully immersed in what's happening now. Presence is about being here, now, and giving each interaction your complete focus. Practice this by grounding yourself in your senses, the sound of the other person's voice, the look in their eyes, the feeling of being fully here. This immersion creates a magnetic presence that others can feel and are drawn to. Creating a feeling of inclusion in your presence is transformative. Charismatic people make others feel like they belong, regardless of background or status. They communicate a warmth and openness that invites people in, creating a space where everyone feels valued. Practice inclusion by actively engaging all participants in a conversation, validating their contributions, and showing interest in diverse perspectives. This inclusive approach not only strengthens your presence, but also builds a sense of community and trust, amplifying your charisma. Embracing authenticity over perfection makes your presence more relatable and impactful. Charismatic people don't pretend to be something they're not. They embrace their true selves, flaws and all. Authenticity resonates deeply because it's real and human. Practice authenticity by letting go of any need to appear perfect, focusing instead on being genuine in your interactions. This honesty and vulnerability create a presence that's both powerful and approachable, making people feel comfortable and connected with you. Reflecting back what you observe shows a deep level of attentiveness that enhances your presence. Charismatic people notice small details, body language, tone shifts and emotions, and reflect them back in a way that shows they're truly attuned. This skill not only fosters understanding, but also demonstrates that you're fully present and engaged. Practice reflecting back what you observe by acknowledging changes in mood, energy, or expression in a subtle, supportive way. This attentiveness creates a bond of trust, as others feel seen and understood on a profound level. Allowing for silence demonstrates confidence and presence. Charismatic people aren't afraid of pauses. They use them thoughtfully to add weight to their words and to give others space to process. Silence can be as powerful as speech, creating a moment of reflection that enhances the connection. Practice allowing for silence by pausing between thoughts, letting moments breathe, and embracing quiet as part of the conversation. This creates a presence that feels unhurried and composed, making others feel at ease and respected. Adapting to the needs of others shows flexibility and attentiveness, two qualities essential to presence. Charismatic people don't impose their own pace or agenda on others. They read the room and adjust accordingly. Adaptability demonstrates that you're truly present and responsive to the needs of those around you. Practice adaptability by tuning in to the emotional atmosphere of an interaction and adjusting your tone, energy, and approach as needed. This flexibility deepens your connection, as others feel you're genuinely engaged in a way that respects their needs. Expressing appreciation for the moment enhances your presence and leaves others with a feeling of warmth. Charismatic individuals are grateful for each interaction, and they let others know that their time and energy are valued. Expressing appreciation for the moment, whether through a simple thank you or a heartfelt acknowledgement, creates a lasting positive impact. Practice showing appreciation by acknowledging the importance of the interaction, even if it's brief. This gratitude adds a richness to your presence, making others feel valued and respected. Radiating a sense of peace and acceptance is perhaps the highest expression of presence. Charismatic people are at ease with themselves and the world around them, projecting a calm that puts others at ease. This peace isn't about having all the answers. It's about accepting things as they are, which creates a powerful, grounding presence. Practice cultivating peace through mindfulness, self-reflection, and letting go of judgment. This sense of acceptance enhances your presence, allowing others to feel safe, valued, and drawn to your calm energy. Presence is more than a skill. It's a way of being that turns each moment into an opportunity for connection and meaning. Charismatic people understand that presence is the key to creating deep, lasting relationships, as it shows others that they truly matter. By embracing presence, you transform charisma from something you do into something you embody, a quality that others feel on a profound level. As you cultivate presence, you'll find that it enriches every interaction, making each moment more meaningful and impactful. Your charisma becomes a steady, inviting force, a beacon that draws others toward you and inspires them to be fully present as well. The power of presence is the culmination of charisma, a quiet, unwavering strength that creates a legacy of connection, compassion, and respect. Embrace presence and watch as your charisma deepens, bringing lasting positivity and resonance to every person you meet. The ultimate expression of charisma lies in servant leadership, the ability to lead through service, compassion, and a genuine desire to uplift others. Servant leadership transforms charisma from personal magnetism into a force for collective good. Charismatic people who practice servant leadership don't seek to elevate themselves. They seek to elevate those around them. This form of leadership is about embodying humility, empowering others, and building a legacy rooted in service. When you embrace servant leadership, You create a ripple effect of positive influence that reaches far beyond your immediate interactions, leaving a profound impact on those who cross your path. Cultivating humility is essential to servant leadership. Charismatic leaders know that true influence doesn't come from asserting authority. It comes from recognizing the strengths and contributions of others. Humility allows you to lead with empathy, open-mindedness, and a willingness to listen. Practice humility by placing the needs and growth of others above your own ego. Recognize that leadership isn't about having all the answers. It's about guiding, supporting, and learning alongside others. This humility not only deepens your charisma, but also inspires respect and trust, as people see that your leadership is grounded in genuine care. Empowering others to succeed is at the heart of servant leadership. Charismatic servant leaders recognize that their greatest achievement lies in helping others reach their full potential. They actively encourage growth, share knowledge, and provide opportunities for others to thrive. Practice empowering others by offering mentorship, constructive feedback, and encouragement. Celebrate their accomplishments without expecting anything in return. When you focus on lifting others, your charisma becomes a beacon that inspires confidence and resilience as people feel supported in their journeys towards success. Listening deeply to understand is a powerful tool in servant leadership. Charismatic leaders don't just hear what's being said, they strive to understand the underlying needs, concerns, and motivations of others. Deep listening fosters an environment of trust and openness as people feel truly seen and heard. Practice listening by giving others your full attention, asking clarifying questions, and validating their perspectives. This level of attentiveness shows that you genuinely value their input, creating a sense of respect and belonging that amplifies your leadership. Leading by example is a fundamental principle of servant leadership. Charismatic leaders don't ask others to do what they wouldn't do themselves. They model the values, work ethic, and integrity they expect from their team. This alignment between words and actions strengthens trust, as people see consistency and authenticity in your leadership. Practice leading by example by embodying the qualities you wish to see in others, whether it's dedication, resilience, or kindness. When you live your values, your charisma becomes a source of inspiration, drawing others to follow your lead willingly. Creating a safe space for others to express themselves without fear of judgment is essential for servant leaders. Charismatic leaders foster environments where people feel free to share ideas, make mistakes, and learn openly. This sense of safety promotes innovation and growth, as individuals feel valued for their unique contributions. Practice creating a safe space by responding to mistakes with patience, encouraging diverse perspectives, and showing appreciation for honest feedback. When people feel secure, they're more likely to trust and invest in the vision you're leading, deepening your impact as a servant leader. Valuing collaboration over competition is another hallmark of servant leadership. Charismatic leaders understand that success is achieved collectively, not by pitting people against each other. They foster a spirit of teamwork, encouraging cooperation and celebrating shared accomplishments. Practice collaboration by creating opportunities for people to work together, highlighting each person's contributions, and building a culture of mutual support. This collaborative approach not only strengthens bonds, but also makes your leadership more effective, as people see that you prioritize the well-being and success of the entire group. Practicing gratitude for each person's contribution reinforces the foundation of servant leadership. Charismatic leaders know that their success depends on the efforts of those around them, and they express gratitude openly and often. This recognition fosters loyalty as people feel valued and appreciated. Practice gratitude by acknowledging the contributions of others, whether through words, gestures, or small acts of kindness. When you show genuine appreciation, you create a positive atmosphere that strengthens your charisma and encourages others to go the extra mile. Encouraging innovation and creativity empowers others to bring their unique ideas and perspectives to the table. Charismatic servant leaders recognize that everyone has something valuable to contribute and actively encourage creative problem-solving. Practice fostering innovation by creating an environment where people feel free to experiment, share ideas, and take calculated risks. When others feel empowered to think outside the box, they're more likely to invest in the vision you're building together, making your leadership more dynamic and impactful. Being transparent and honest builds a foundation of trust in servant leadership. Charismatic leaders understand that people are more willing to follow when they know what's going on and why. Honesty and transparency create a sense of unity, as everyone feels they're working toward a shared vision. Practice transparency by sharing relevant information, explaining decisions, and being open about challenges. This openness shows that you respect those you're leading, and it reinforces your charisma by creating a culture of trust and authenticity. Practicing empathy and decision-making shows that you consider the well-being of others. Charismatic servant leaders don't make decisions solely based on profit or efficiency. They take into account how their choices affect people. Practicing empathy means pausing to consider how decisions impact those involved and, when possible, seeking solutions that balance both goals and compassion. This empathetic approach fosters a sense of loyalty and commitment, as people see that your leadership genuinely cares about their welfare. Building a culture of respect is vital for servant leadership. Charismatic leaders treat everyone with dignity, regardless of role or status, creating a culture where respect is a core value. They know that respect fosters motivation, loyalty, and a sense of shared purpose. Practice building respect by recognizing the unique strengths and contributions of each person, valuing diverse perspectives, and addressing conflicts constructively. When people feel respected, they're more likely to invest their energy and passion into your vision, enhancing your leadership and amplifying your charisma. Sharing credit and celebrating team successes strengthens bonds and builds trust. Charismatic leaders don't seek the spotlight. They shine it on those who helped make success possible. This recognition fosters a team spirit and shows that your leadership is about collective achievement rather than personal gain. Practice sharing credit by acknowledging specific contributions and celebrating team milestones. This generosity enhances your charisma as people feel appreciated and motivated to contribute their best efforts. Fostering resilience through encouragement is another key element of servant leadership. Charismatic leaders know that setbacks are inevitable, but they encourage others to stay strong and focused. They offer support, guidance, and inspiration, helping others find the strength to move forward. Practice fostering resilience by providing constructive feedback, celebrating perseverance, and reminding others of the value of their efforts. When people feel supported through challenges, they're more likely to stay committed, creating a culture of resilience that strengthens your leadership. Giving back to the community reinforces the selfless nature of servant leadership. Charismatic leaders don't only focus on their own goals, they seek ways to uplift their broader community. By contributing time, resources, or expertise, they create positive change beyond their immediate circle. Practice giving back by identifying ways to serve your community, whether through volunteer work, mentoring, or supporting local initiatives. This outward focus amplifies your charisma as people see that your leadership is driven by a desire to make a meaningful difference. Encouraging others to lead is the ultimate goal of servant leadership. Charismatic servant leaders don't seek followers. they cultivate more leaders. By empowering others to take on leadership roles, they create a legacy of growth, resilience, and empowerment. Practice encouraging others to lead by providing opportunities for them to take on responsibility, make decisions, and develop their skills. This approach creates a ripple effect, as those you empower go on to lead others, amplifying your impact and creating a lasting legacy. Leaving a legacy of service is the final gift of charismatic servant leadership. True servant leaders understand that their influence will outlast their presence, and they aim to leave behind a culture of service, respect, and compassion. Practice building this legacy by consistently acting in service of others, leading with humility, and inspiring those around you to carry forward the values you embody. When you leave a legacy of service, your charisma becomes more than a personal attribute. It becomes a lasting contribution that positively impacts countless lives. Servant leadership is the pinnacle of charisma, transforming personal influence into a collective force for good. By leading with humility, empowering others, and embracing a selfless mindset, you create a profound impact that extends far beyond individual interactions. Servant leadership isn't about the power you hold, it's about the power you give to others. When you embody servant leadership, your charisma becomes a wellspring of encouragement, resilience, and inspiration. This approach to leadership leaves a legacy that transcends personal ambition, building communities of trust, respect, and compassion. Embrace the power of servant leadership and watch as your charisma creates a ripple effect of positive change that reaches far beyond your immediate circle, touching lives and building a legacy that endures. Legacy building is a profound aspect of charisma, focusing on the lasting impact you have on others and the values you leave behind. While personal success and recognition may fade, a legacy endures, woven into the lives of those you've touched. Charismatic individuals understand that their influence doesn't end with their immediate actions. It lives on through the relationships they nurture, the values they uphold, and the contributions they make towards something greater than themselves. Clarifying your core values is the foundation of a meaningful legacy. Charismatic individuals are remembered not just for what they accomplished, but for what they stood for. Core values serve as the guiding principles that define your legacy, shaping how you interact with others and the kind of impact you leave behind. Practice clarifying your values by reflecting on what matters most to you, whether it's integrity, empathy, courage, or growth. Once you've defined these values, let them guide your decisions and actions, creating a consistent, impactful foundation for your legacy. Focusing on the impact over recognition transforms charisma into a lasting influence. Charismatic individuals aren't focused on accolades or praise. They're driven by the genuine desire to make a difference. By prioritizing impact over recognition, you ensure that your actions are guided by purpose rather than ego, creating a legacy rooted in authenticity and substance. Practice focusing on impact by setting goals that align with your values and serve others, regardless of visibility or acknowledgement. This selfless approach to legacy building strengthens your charisma as people remember and respect those who create real, positive change. Embracing mentorship and teaching is a powerful way to pass on your knowledge and inspire others. Charismatic individuals often act as mentors, freely sharing their insights, experiences, and skills with others. Mentorship allows you to directly influence the next generation, empowering them to carry forward the lessons you've learned. Practice embracing mentorship by offering guidance, support, and encouragement to those who seek your help. Whether it's through formal mentoring or casual conversations, sharing your knowledge and experiences creates a legacy of learning and growth that lives on through others. Living your values through consistent actions is essential for building a legacy that resonates. Charismatic individuals don't just talk about their beliefs, they embody them in their daily lives. This alignment between values and actions creates authenticity, which leaves a lasting impression on others. Practice living your values by making choices that reflect what you stand for, even when it's challenging. When others see you consistently acting in alignment with your beliefs, it inspires them to do the same, creating a legacy of integrity and conviction. Empowering others to lead is a cornerstone of a lasting legacy. Charismatic leaders understand that the greatest influence comes not from personal achievement, but from empowering others to take on leadership roles. When you create leaders, you ensure that your values and vision are carried forward in new and meaningful ways. Practice empowering others by providing opportunities, encouragement, and trust in their abilities. By fostering leadership in others, you create a ripple effect, as those you empower go on to influence others, amplifying your legacy through generations. Building strong, meaningful relationships is at the heart of a memorable legacy. Charismatic people know that relationships, not accomplishments, are often what people remember most. Legacy is rooted in the connections you make and the lives you touch. Practice building meaningful relationships by investing time, attention, and care into those around you. Be there for others, listen with empathy, and offer support when it's needed. The strength of these connections will carry your influence forward, creating a legacy that lives on through the memories and stories people share. Cultivating resilience and courage is vital to a legacy that endures. Charismatic individuals are often admired for their ability to rise above challenges, showing others that obstacles are opportunities for growth. By modeling resilience and courage, you inspire others to face their own challenges with strength and perseverance. Practice cultivating resilience by reframing setbacks as learning experiences, and embrace courage by taking bold steps toward your vision, even when the outcome is uncertain. This resilience becomes part of your legacy, encouraging others to pursue their own paths with confidence and determination. Uplifting and inspiring others through kindness leaves an unforgettable impression. Charismatic individuals understand that kindness is one of the most impactful ways to create a positive legacy. Small acts of compassion, encouragement, and generosity are often remembered long after accomplishments fade. Practice kindness by actively looking for ways to uplift others, offering help, and showing appreciation for those around you. This consistent kindness creates a legacy of warmth and positivity, as others carry forward the memory of how you made them feel valued and respected. Promoting inclusivity and respect for diversity ensures that your legacy reaches and resonates with a broad range of people. Charismatic individuals recognize the value of diverse perspectives, and they work to create environments where everyone feels respected and included. Practice promoting inclusivity by embracing different viewpoints, seeking to understand others' experiences, and advocating for equal opportunities. This approach makes your legacy one of acceptance and unity, inviting people from all backgrounds to connect with your vision. Sharing stories and lessons learned is a way to give others a glimpse into your journey. Charismatic people often share their experiences, successes, and failures as a way to inspire and guide others. Stories make your legacy accessible as people learn from both your triumphs and your mistakes. Practice sharing your story by reflecting on key experiences that have shaped you, and consider how you can use these lessons to help others navigate similar situations. By opening up about your journey, you create a legacy of wisdom and transparency, offering others a roadmap for their own growth. Encouraging others to pursue their dreams creates a legacy of hope and ambition. Charismatic individuals often inspire others to believe in their potential, giving them the courage to follow their passions. When you encourage others to pursue their dreams, you create a ripple effect of empowerment and possibility. Practice encouraging others by listening to their goals, offering support, and reminding them of their strengths. This encouragement becomes part of your legacy as people remember the confidence you instilled in them and carry it forward in their own lives. Creating opportunities for others is a selfless way to ensure your influence continues. Charismatic people use their resources, skills, and networks to open doors for others, allowing them to achieve their own goals. Practice creating opportunities by offering mentorship, making introductions, and supporting others' initiatives. This generosity builds a legacy of empowerment as others carry forward the impact of the opportunities you provided. Leaving behind a culture of integrity and respect is one of the most impactful legacies you can create. Charismatic leaders often establish standards of integrity and respect that continue even after they're gone. By modeling these values, you create an environment that others feel proud to be a part of. Practice creating a culture of integrity by holding yourself and others accountable, treating everyone with respect, and fostering a sense of trust. This culture becomes part of your legacy, setting a standard for future generations to uphold. Focusing on long-term contributions rather than short-term gains ensures that your legacy is built to last. Charismatic individuals don't focus solely on immediate success. They make decisions with the future in mind. This forward-thinking approach creates a legacy that endures beyond temporary achievements. Practice focusing on long-term contributions by considering the lasting impact of your actions and making choices that align with your ultimate vision. This perspective reinforces your charisma as people see your commitment to creating a meaningful, lasting influence. Encouraging gratitude and mindfulness fosters a legacy of peace and appreciation. Charismatic people often practice gratitude, finding value in each moment and inspiring others to do the same. This attitude of mindfulness creates a positive, lasting impact as people remember you as someone who cherished life fully. Practice gratitude by acknowledging the blessings in your life and expressing appreciation for those around you. This peaceful, appreciative approach leaves a legacy of warmth and mindfulness, encouraging others to live with gratitude. Documenting your vision and values helps solidify your legacy for future generations. Charismatic leaders often leave behind writings, recordings, or letters that capture their beliefs, goals, and hopes for the future. This documentation allows others to connect with your legacy and continue your work. Practice documenting your vision by journaling, writing letters, or creating recordings that capture your core values and insights. This tangible legacy ensures that your influence endures, providing guidance and inspiration for those who follow. Legacy building is the culmination of charisma, transforming your presence into an enduring force for good. By living with intentionality, embracing humility, and focusing on uplifting others, you create a legacy that goes beyond personal achievement. Legacy isn't about what you accumulate. It's about what you contribute, the lives you touch, and the impact you leave behind. As you build your legacy, remember that every action, every choice, and every relationship is a part of the tapestry you're weaving. The influence of your charisma doesn't end with you. It becomes part of the lives of those you've touched, carried forward in ways you may never see. Embrace the power of legacy building and watch as your charisma transforms, creating a ripple effect of positive impact that endures across generations, bringing hope, inspiration, and purpose to countless lives. Charisma, at its core, is about connection and the ability to use that connection to create a positive difference. By recognizing this, we see that charisma isn't simply an asset for self-enhancement. It's a catalyst for meaningful change and influence that leaves a lasting footprint in the world. In its fullest expression, charisma becomes a bridge between who we are and who we aspire to be, as well as the impact we hope to make. By developing self-awareness, empathy, resilience, and authenticity, we craft a charisma that is both genuine and transformative. It's a charisma that inspires trust, evokes admiration, and encourages those around us to be their best selves. The beauty of charisma is that it doesn't belong to any single person or group. It's a quality that everyone can develop and share, creating a ripple effect that spreads beyond our immediate circles. At this stage, we understand that charisma doesn't require perfection. The most influential people throughout history have been imperfect, but they carried an undeniable presence because they embraced their flaws and continued to grow. Charisma is about showing up as we are, real, vulnerable, and sincere. It's about bringing light into every space we enter, not by overshadowing others, but by inviting them to shine alongside us. Every interaction holds the potential to uplift, inspire, and encourage growth. Whether it's a simple conversation, a kind gesture, or a moment of listening deeply to another person, each act of charisma adds to the positive impact we have in the world. Our legacy is built day by day in the intentional choices we make and the values we live by. As we nurture these qualities, charisma becomes more than a personal attribute. It becomes a force that elevates everyone around us. In closing, remember that charisma is within reach for everyone who chooses to cultivate it. It's a journey of discovery, self-growth, and service that leads to a life of purpose and fulfillment. Embrace it fully, practice it consistently, and watch as your influence grows in ways that are both profound and enduring. Let your charisma be a source of light, a path of connection, and a legacy of positive change that continues to inspire long into the future.